from 7 to 10 p.m. and also available on the World Wide Web at www.trashtalkradio.com. Don't miss it, ass clown. At least now I know that I gotta keep moving. You're living on the fence, moving. The devil's on my back, and these are the days that I think about. And you're always there to remind me.
In language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised. In 5, 4, 3, 2, now.
Everybody, you're watching Trash Talk Radio TV, and this is Hulk Hogan. Hulk, what do you got to say about Trash Talk?
Brother, I got to say about Trash Talk Radio. You're out of the picture, dude. This is Joe, and you better watch, because what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan's brand new Trash Talking Radio runs wild?
You're listening to the Trash Talking Radio Show with your host, the illegitimate son of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mike Trash.
It's Trash Talking Radio, and we're TrashTalkingRadio.com. And we're here again after our fun week of crashing. Yeah, that's right. You didn't see a whole show last week because our server crashed and it took everything out with it. You know, I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. I just kind of hoped it would happen later rather than sooner. So, well, you know, sometimes it bees that way. My mama said that. My mama used to say, it bees that way sometimes. I really don't think she really ever said that, but I guess I got to get my stuff set up here because I don't have my chat rooms up or anything. Let me get everything set up so that I can talk semi-intelligently. Blech. I have a delay, so if I sound like I'm talking funny, it's because I have a delay. I know. I can't stand that. Back when I first started doing music, when I first started using a delay, it really threw me off when I was singing. And you get a delay and you don't understand why there's singing. Or, you know, when you're singing, you can't understand where the delay came from. Now I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. So let me just set up my chat room so that I know everybody's there. And
so we don't need our headphones this week?
We will need it to listen to things, but
okay.
I'm going to get started without it. That way I don't have to... Anyway, how you like the set? Good set?
Creepy.
It's like the Addams Family.
That's
right. Hey, wait a minute. Something's missing. Hold on.
Yeah, me. No.
Nope, that's not it. Which one is it? This one.
You're blocked by a computer.
I'm okay with that.
Wait. Wait. Something's missing.
Just call me Wilson.
Son of a gun. Hold on. Oh, I knew something was screwed up. Darn it. Darn it. Which one is it? I want you to pay attention to the new logo, or the new... There we go. Notice the date and the time is on our screen.
Ooh.
Yeah. I had to... There were a couple changes I made. I figured out how to do it that I don't have to put it in my hand. I put in a programming thing, so now... Come on. Come on. You can do it.
Nope.
Come on. I think we're doing it. We are streaming, right?
I think so. Well, yeah, Facebook's moving.
There it is. I'm just that far behind. Okay, anyway, so I can now automatically put it in without having to look up the date. It'll put it in for me. So that makes my life a little easier. Anyway, I apologize for the not as good of a show as usual because I'm using all new equipment. Hi, Richard. Hi.
No, that's Kylie.
That's not Kylie.
It's Kylie.
It should say Kylie, but it's Kylie.
No, it's
Kylie doesn't have her own Facebook.
Well, that's good. That's
we
smart.
know. We
smart
just
parenting.
talked to her before we got
Smart
here.
parenting. Okay,
She
let's
has
see.
Kids Messenger, but...
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Mm-hmm. That's why you don't have kids.
Well, it's good I don't have kids. There's lots of reasons I don't have kids. Anyway, All right, let me switch this screen around here so that we have the current thing that's going on. There we go. Anyway, so here we are. Things are working, sort of. This is not the final countdown. There are many other innovations coming through. And let me tell you, it will be, by the time it's all done, it'll be good. I mean, there will be no, it'll be very, very exciting because everything will work. And that's funny. She's not working, though.
I froze.
I won't say a word. I'll keep my mouth shut.
There, she's kind of working. All right. Oh, what's going on? It says, oh, tell me. It says no. Oh, that's right. That's the website for Trash Talking Radio is down again. Of course. Of course it's down again. Oop, that's not what I wanted. All right. Oh, I should have put that on the, that would have been good to put on the screensaver. All right, where am I looking? This one is Twitch. Got to make sure Twitch is working. All right, is Twitch working?
Hey, Bill Face says, hi, Mike.
Hey, how you doing? All right, yes, Twitch is working. Next, what's the next one? The next
Periscope?
one, I didn't get there yet. Yahoo, which will probably ban us.
Again?
Oh, I can't stand it. Let's see, we need, last but not least,
Twitter.
Kylie said hi again.
tell her I said hi again. I didn't say hi once, I guess.
Aw, she's my sweetheart.
All right, and Twitter is here.
I bet she doesn't know how to spell that word.
What?
That word that she doesn't like.
Oh, you mean Snuggle Fritz?
Yeah, that word.
Okay, that's the old one. That's the new one. Okay. Now, it looks like everything is working.
For
All
now.
right. Well, hopefully we don't go down like we did last week. That just was very frustrating. Because,
Well, if we do, it's because Casper did it.
Yeah. All right. let me
Sparky's
see.
on vacation, so Casper will blame him.
All right. Hey, Troy, how you doing? Hope you're better. All right, we got everything going now. All right. Time to get started with the show.
Good.
It takes me a whole 5 to 10 minutes to get the show started.
Maybe you should start 5 to 10 minutes earlier.
That was the goal. That's why we started at 7:15, because I never started at 7 like I was supposed to. Now I start at 7:15,
And you still
it
can't-
still don't start on time. So according to our clock on the screen, it's 7:28 now. So I guess if I started at 6:45, I might start at 7.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, we may end up trying that. Anyway, I got all...
We'll just set your clocks 15
So
minutes ahead.
check out, I probably shouldn't do this, but here's some of the different things I'll have on the, we can change the, oh, it didn't let the other one go. Oh, that's, well, why isn't it?
Kylie just said that
Oh,
is not
4.
my name.
This is really cool. See, here's some of the other,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's really slow because of whatever reason.
Ooh,
But,
aren't we special?
or we got this one, or we got
Hot Poppy.
this one. This is a new one. Or we got this one.
Ooh.
Or we got this one. Or we got, this is a new one here, this one. So,
Oh, I like that one.
yeah, we got all these
But
different
it doesn't
ones.
go with Halloween.
Well, that's why I don't know why I put, I think it was this one that I put on.
I think you should play, like, spooky music.
I'm not playing any music. I'm not
Okay.
taking a chance. Because we have a
That
lot
just
of, you know, I would
sounds-
play,
Monster Mash.
no.
Oh.
I would play the song about zombies that
Oh, brother.
we wrote,
Yeah?
but I don't have it with me.
Well, you'd probably get in trouble, too.
No, it's ours.
Like I said, you'd probably get in trouble, too.
Only if Ken found out. Will you stop changing colors? What's wrong with you, girl? You're now like a creature. You look like a zombie now.
Yeah, now she does. Oh, my goodness. Maybe she is a zombie. Mike, look out.
What is going on?
Oh, wait a minute. I have to go home with her.
Well, she has to go home with you too. So,
Oh, that's true.
all right, time to start the show. Well, as usual, we got movies to talk about. We went to a lot of movies this week. No, we didn't. We went to 2 movies.
We went
two
to
movies.
2, and we really don't need to talk about
Yeah,
them.
seriously. Let's just skip this part.
Yeah, we looked.
Oh, I didn't. I can't even tell you what we were. I don't even know because I've been so far removed from everything. I didn't even get to write the show the way I wanted to. So, okay. All right. So, which one would that be? That would be this one. No, that's you. Wait a minute. This one. That's you. All right, which one is this one? Okay, that's why.
Have you
got them in the wrong
decided?
order. I have them in the wrong order, so we got a problem. I had you, me, her instead of me, you, her. It was messed up. All right.
Have you decided and got it all settled now?
I got it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Let's ask his girlfriend.
I don't want to start that again. I'm mad at her because she's a bitch. All right. So, this isn't Zombieland. Oh, it's the next one. Okay, all right. All right. I'm trying to get everything working here. There, Black and Blue? That's the one. All right. Damn it.
I really like that movie.
Yeah, it was-
More than what I thought I would.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to be Black and Blue? Just
Depends.
mess with me a little bit.
Now you just throw chicken wings.
All right, here we go. There it is. Now, if I stretch this, is this going to lose the rest of it?
Oh.
What?
Your friend Bill Faye says, check out the movie What Death Leaves Behind. My first audition and got a cameo role. It's also an awesome award-winning movie.
That works. I'm trying to
Cool.
think. I thought I saw that. How long ago did that come out? Okay, let's see here. Now we'll try to do the impossible here. I'm going to try to switch to that screen without losing everything. It would be this screen here, and it should be this. Hey, we got it all. Yahoo! All right. All right, Black and Blue.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen here when I try to do this? Let's see. All right. Got to adjust everything accordingly. And then what I'll do is shrink it down. Right? Yeah, we could do that. Trying to make this, sorry about this, I'm trying to figure out the best way to make, there we go, zoom. I think that should do it.
Oh, this makes it even harder because we can't tell what movies. Remember, they used to have this colored as to what movies were new releases.
I have it already, so don't worry about it. We're all good.
Okay.
Yeah, they changed the way that the movies are displayed on the sheet that I work on, so we have to deal with that now, too. Okay, I got to make that a little bit smaller. Just about ready to go. Hopefully 75. Hope it's not too small. Okay. Darn, I can't get Ashley's stuff on there.
Oh, she is changing looks again.
Yeah, well, she's a zombie. You know. Okay, I got to make it even smaller. That should better do it. Better do it. Uh-oh. I killed it. Got a white screen.
Uh-oh. No, it's there.
No, that's not the screen I wanted. That's the screen I wanted. Okay, now we got it. All right. So the movies for last week, Black and Blue was one of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a... How can I do this? I got to check something. Hold on. I got to see if I can make this so that I can see it better on the screen here
It was
because I made
black
it
and
so.
blue countdown.
Yeah, I know. I just want to do this so that I can look at the screen bigger. I don't have. Hold on here. Once I get this set up, it'll be okay. So I haven't posted anything, so this should do it. All right, here we go. Of course, then I'm stuck at whatever screen they're looking at, and then I'm going to be behind. All right, here we go. Black and blue is see, this is a problem with what there we go. Okay, so our big three movies were Black and Blue, Countdown, and the Current War. And you guys said Countdown was going to be number 1. You said that Black and Blue was going to be number 2, and you said the Current War was number 3.
Which we were right.
No, you weren't.
Yes, we were.
No.
No, Mike, you said Countdown.
I said Count. That's right. You said Countdown was going to be number 2. That's right. That's the one I wanted to read.
Ashley, come on. You're supposed to be helping me here.
Anyway, I was right. I got all 3 points. And
Why? You're supposed to be on my side.
Just remember, he drug us there.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
and I said that I didn't make all the money anyway. The number 1 was 14 million. Or was 9 million, and you said it was going to be 14 million, so you got a point for that.
That is a
How
real
am I
long
hearing
delay.
it? That's a long delay.
Yeah, it is.
That's a major delay. So that was number 1. You got a point for that. Number 2 was 8 million. I said it was going to be 15. You said it was going to be 30, so I got a point for that. Number 3 was the Current War. You said it was going to be 4 million. You said it was going to be 5 million. I said it was going to be 3 million. I got a point there, too. So you almost were skunked. So.
Well, just remember, you drug us to see Countdown.
Yeah,
So we added to make sure your numbers were right.
Oh, what am I at anyway? Let's see how many days I got left.
Oh, no, please,
Oh,
no.
no. Oh, no.
You just reminded me.
No, I can't believe you did that.
Why?
I just can't.
Well, I've got more years. I got 35 years left.
Oh, thank goodness.
For those of you playing along at home, where's the camera? Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Oh. Well, that makes it easier
It's not
for me
gonna
to
be
breathe a
old.
little bit.
I don't want to be 35 more years. I can't handle 35 more years.
I'm glad you're 35 more years.
It was 166 days. I must have done something right. So,
Hi, Mandy.
hi, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy. She's my daughter.
She's your daughter?
Yep.
Mandy?
Yep.
Adopted daughter.
Adopted daughter.
Oh, how does she know me? How do I know her?
Because she was here when we moved Ashley's stuff
Oh,
down.
yeah. Hi, Mandy.
That's why I said she's my adopted daughter.
I'm horrible with names. All right.
It's okay. You're still over the shock that you had. Yeah.
Chew it out and spit it out. Ain't yours.
You have 35 years instead of 166 days. I know it's a shock.
It's too much.
No,
Nobody
it isn't.
needs that much time. All right. This is weird hearing the show twice. All right, so this week we got, the big 3. Let's see. We were all wrong with the big 3, I think.
Yeah.
We all said it was going to be, we didn't all say. I said it was going to be Maleficent, followed by Countdown, followed by Black and Blue. You said it was going to be Black and Blue, followed by Countdown, followed by Maleficent. And Ashley said it was going to be Black and Blue. Black and Blue, followed by Countdown, followed by Maleficent. It was Joker out of the nowhere. I didn't even see that one coming.
It was Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Well, it changed then because as of yesterday, it was Joker was number 1 at 18,900,000. So that is Monday's numbers. So you can't use Monday's numbers. I use Sunday's numbers.
Oh.
Boy, it was close, though, because number 2 was Maleficent. No, yeah, Maleficent. See, the only difference, they were off 18900 to 18573.
Wow.
So just in that one day, they flipped. It doesn't matter. None of us had that.
Yeah, that's
and number 3 was Addams Family. So we weren't even close. All 3 of us, we blew it. So just to let you know. All right, this week we've got, we got some good ones this week.
How many?
Well, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yes,
All right, let me get to the screen.
because I don't do well when there's more than 3.
Yeah. There's 20.
No! We can't see 20 movies in a weekend?
We can see 3, though,
Okay. What? Yeah, that's true.
and there's 4.
Oh, hell.
We're not going to them. All right, we got 4 movies this week.
We're in trouble, Ash.
The first one I am definitely into. This first one is I've been waiting for this movie a long time. And so I am really looking forward to this, and we know that's the one Mom wants to see. It is without a doubt going to be the best. We got Terminator.
I'll be back.
I think it's funny because the girl says, "I'll be back" this time instead of Arnold saying it. She doesn't say it funny. She just says it, "I'll be back." So you're supposed to know that's supposed to be funny.
Hey, Tamara's in the chat room.
Hi, Tamara. Hold on. Waiting for
Yeah,
this.
they're all down sick. Chris included.
They're all what?
Sick.
Why?
Well, they're not feeling well. They got this whatever's going around.
That's why I stay away from people. I can't get sick that way. All right, here we go. This is Terminator.
Talk. Best. My name is Sarah. August 29, 1977. It was supposed to be Judgment Day. Future.
All right, so this is going to be so cool. He morphs into several creatures. Hey, there you go. You get to see your naked guy too.
Sorry, actually, you can't.
Never seen one like you before.
Just enhanced.
She's very enhanced. And I'm not talking about breast surgery.
I can see you're very upset.
And Rodriguez is in it. My girl.
Gonna die because of me. If you don't,
Everybody.
Expect a big pain, brother. Whole body.
His whole body.
Sorry.
That'd be cool powers to have. Just like bring your arms out and have the slashing ability.
And this is all over.
Especially if you're a chef. Looks really good. Looks equal to like the original.
So
there
how
you
many
go.
theaters?
I'll be back.
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's where she said, "I'll be back."
I'll be back. Hi, puppy.
So that was the first movie. The next one, I wish I could tell you because all it said was wide with that new, I got to find a different
Yeah.
place to get them because they changed the formatting of that one too. The next one is Motherless Brooklyn. We saw some trailers for this, and it's really a bizarre, strange movie. Ed Norton is the guy in this, and he does some really odd things, but it should be pretty good. I have no idea if it's going to be good, but Bruce Willis is in it, and let's see here. Just kind of, I don't know. I like Ed Norton's stuff, but like I said, he's not really your traditional director, and it's usually a little bizarre the way he does things, but sometimes that's good. So anyway, here's the movie called Motherless Brooklyn.
Okay. Something wrong with me. The first thing to...
I got threads in my head. I got threads in my head.
I twitch. Me look like a damn freak.
Never cut that out.
Today, that would be a handicap.
Yes.
Inside my head's an even bigger mess. Can't stop twisting things around. Especially have to keep... They come out.
There are lots of people that are like that have this thing where they can't think straight without going through. It's called autism, I believe.
Yes.
So we have our first autistic movie. Second, Peanut Butter Falcon was first.
Like I said, a damn mess. And I started working for Frank.
And this is kind of bizarre because Bruce Willis is in it too. And he gets killed early.
He's the one who taught me how to use my head, and it into strength. He gave me a happy world.
Strange to see those two in the movie like this.
And it's big, and happy with what he found.
We square it.
Figure it out. That's her. That's the girl that Frank was.
I hate that era movie though, because it's no cell phones, no current things at all. We're going back to a time when we weren't living.
What? Seeing.
Oh yeah, William Dafoe is in it too.
And you can do whatever you want. You are visible. If you threaten work, we'll destroy you.
If he builds it, they will come. No.
Stop. Better hit my always around. Some people give, but it's no reflection just the same. Remember what I said?
He does it. What?
It's really interesting. I mean, it's caught my eye. I want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really a strange movie. So that's the second one. And I think it'll do well, but it won't probably do as well as Terminator.
Well, I mean...
All right, number 3.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me move this screen over here. So we got Terminator. Drop that. Drop it. Motherless Children. The third movie, we're all going to want to see this movie. I guarantee you'll want to see this movie. Okay. And you don't have to just do it to appease me. Arctic Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
This one is definitely... I love animated movies. And this one will be pretty cool. I've been waiting for this movie for months. And it will probably do fairly well. So that's all I've got to say about that one. But here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Oops, when I push the button. Here we go.
At the next for the art research.
I hope they're getting the sound. Are they getting sound?
Uphill.
Yeah.
in the world's greatest slum.
Yeah, it's showing that they're getting sound. Okay, I want to make sure.
Arctic and can't metabolism. About to take off.
For this package for
Oh, are you sure about this?
Now, I'm not sure if this is Sony or who made this. No, it must be a well.
Oh. I'm an ancient. Oh. Waiting for this moment. We round up the bad guy. About a boom. Something very bad.
It should be pretty good though. The animation's really outstanding. It's very 3D-ish. We all actually look like we belong in that movie too. Look at us. We all look animated like that.
Michael Armstrong. Hold it.
what we got.
Angelica Houston. And Alec Baldwin. We're gonna be late.
Those clips you.
What?
I'm freaking out, man. What's good? We go off.
Come a fuck.
Arctic.
Gas.
Made a poopy.
There you go. And it is a. Oh, what kind is it? A medium. Oh, okay.
Poopy.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Entertainment Studios Motion. Okay, it's not Sony. It is. Okay, I thought it would be a Sony or something like that because it looked like it was a pretty name brand thing. Anyway, stop.
Okay, and who's?
And the last one, I don't know. I wish I knew how many theaters the last one was coming out in.
Yeah, it would
because
be nice.
You're not going to know who it is. But I didn't know who it was till I looked it up. It's called Harriet.
I do. I did see a trailer for this over the weekend.
Did you? Okay.
Yes. It's about Harriet Tubman.
Yes, I didn't know
Yes.
you knew who that was.
Well, of course I know who that is.
Well, excuse me, I didn't know who it was.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna. No way.
Well, you're not usually up on current events. Not that that's a current event. That's probably the farthest thing from a current event. Because it's.
I did pay attention somewhat in school.
I don't remember them ever talking about her.
Not down here, they wouldn't, but they did up there.
What's that mean? That place is more redneck than down here.
Yeah, but they talked about her up there.
I'm sure they did. Not very nicely. All right, this is Harriet is the name of this movie.
Now I gotta change my numbers.
Change your numbers? Oh, shoot. Now I gotta do this. Hold on. Just, I already sent that tweet. Oh, I don't need to. Okay, we'll do it. Good.
Where is she? Follow that North Star.
This, to me, defies any kind of real life situation. I know it's real.
Right.
But I can't imagine the mindset of the people back then. Do you know what I mean?
You know how extraordinary this is, but you have 100 miles of freedom all by yourself. Would you like to pick the new name? Mark your freedom.
You have your top three? Okay.
Oh, welcome here. Anytime. I'm free. My family should be too. I made up my mind. I'm going back.
That takes a lot of guts to take on
Oh, yeah.
everyone.
Be ready.
Papers. Says here you're 5.5 feet tall. You.
It's so weird to think about.
I come to get you. Bring all of you to freedom.
And she was successful.
Do you know what happened if you got lucky, Harriet?
I made it this far on my own. So don't can't do.
can't believe it's November already.
Almost.
It will be for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
I need to put more light above her head because she looks like that'll get rid of the zombie. But she's leaning forward, so I might need to give her party on.
I would relax my veins. This monster called slavery is.
Yeah, that's because when she sits back, she doesn't have that.
Ready?
I see. I know what's going on now. Figured out.
My issue.
I need to. Yeah, well, I mean, it's my issue because I got to figure out how to fix it. I don't want you to be a zombie.
I don't like zombies.
I know. That's what I mean. All right. That gives us our movies of the week. Now the question is,
Are you going to lose? And the answer is yes.
I don't lose.
You will.
Hi, Brennan. Hi, Keith. Why is the screen still not showing?
Oh, no.
There we go. Okay. All right. Who wants to go first?
Let's ask your girlfriend.
No, I don't want to. I'm mad at her. She's not doing things right.
I'll go.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to say first is Terminator.
All right.
At $60 million.
That's $60 million. You know, I think you might. I might be.
Yes. The answer is
I
yes.
took it a lot lower. Go ahead.
Second is Arctic Dogs.
That's what I picked. Go ahead.
At $50 million.
Okay.
Then I'm going to say Motherless Brooklyn.
Okay, so we're exactly the same here.
At $40 million.
At $40 million.
And Harriet at $30 million. I think they're all going to be good.
All right. Okay, good. You keep those numbers high. All right. Ashley?
I have Terminator as one.
All right.
35 million.
You can tell she hasn't been to many movies.
I was lower than her, so I'm not gonna make fun of her.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I have Arctic Dogs as second.
All
at
right, so
20
we're all going to be in the same here. At what, 20?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, she's right. Oh, boy.
Number 3, I have Harriet at 15.
Oh, good. She's taking a chance. All right.
And Motherless Brooklyn, fourth for 3 million.
You can tell
For
she
what?
hasn't.
For what?
3.
I don't think it's going to do too good.
I don't either.
Did you see the preview?
It doesn't matter. I don't think it's been I don't think it's been advertised enough. That's one of those movies that it doesn't matter how good it is because if they don't advertise it, you know, it's not. Nobody's going to see it. Just to keep things straight, I said Terminator 1 for 40. I said Arctic Dogs 38. I said Motherless Children 15, and I said Harriet 8. So we're in the same ballpark.
38.
Harriet.
Where did you come up with that number?
Oh, I got these backwards. Sorry. You said 15 for. Wait a minute.
No, you were right.
Oh, you said 3 million for Motherless Children?
Mm-hmm. Motherless Brooklyn, yeah.
Motherless Brooklyn, and 15 for
Harriet.
Harriet. Oh, good. I'm glad you did that because I think you helped me win. You're my biggest threat because you keep undercutting me on a lot of these. So I don't worry about her unless I really blow it on something like this one might be one of the ones that I blew it on. The reason I said 38 is I think that Terminator and Arctic Dogs are going to be right around the same. Yeah. And it's going to be really, really close, and I don't know how close, and I don't know which one's going to be one. So I figured I'd just take it off by a little bit.
Yeah.
So I may lose the place, but I may gain.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know that that's going to work or not. It's just it's a gamble.
It's just not like you to use an odd number like that.
I know. I'm usually consistent about things, but I was really I was at a loss. Okay, the big three. Your turn, Trisha Rooney.
Hey, why not? I got called Amy today, so.
All right, your
It's
turn.
going to be very easy.
Your turn, Amy.
Really?
Why not?
Terminator, Arctic Dogs, and Motherless Brooklyn.
That's what I picked. We're gonna have to pick a. We're gonna have to have a showdown.
150 million.
Well, I think it's.
See, it makes it easy to add.
Wait a minute. Oh. That's exactly what I did. Damn it. How much you say? 150?
Yep. Because I just added my totals.
Well, adding your totals is only 120 million.
It is. 11 and 4 are 15.
40, 50, and 20.
I didn't say 20.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
All right, what did I? I'm sorry. I'm missing a row. There we go. There we go. All right, 150.
You can tell he didn't go to school where we did.
Well, that's actually 150.
That
so
just
let me
says
put the 150.
Eagles are better than Falcons.
No, it means that I'm doing all the work. So, all right, you're doing 150. Well, I guess by the... Why don't I have my... Oh, there we go. If I do the same thing you do, 55...
Well, I did it that way because I think my top three are going to be the top
They
three.
may be. They may be. I'm going to say...
Because, I mean, if you look at the page here...
88.
Okay, Maleficent's been out for 3 weeks. 2 weeks already. Joker's been out for 4, and Addams Family's been out for 3.
I'm going to give it...
They're not going to stay there.
I'm going to, even though mine didn't do this, I'm going to say 95. Mine was actually 93, but I'll take an extra 2 million.
Yeah, you need it.
Well, I got to bump it up because with you having all that space between, if they do well, I'm screwed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's and your numbers.
Your top 3.
Your top 3, I mean.
My top 3 are Terminator 1, Arctic Dogs 2, and Maleficent 3.
All right.
Why do you think that one's still going to do?
Because she doesn't think that. Wait a minute. Because as long as it does more than 15 million, she'll be good.
That'll be interesting to see.
And the Maleficent popped out of nowhere.
Exactly.
So you never know.
Yeah, well, I think it's had its time.
And Halloween.
It's had its time.
People may be going to see it because of Halloween. Yeah. So I won't criticize that because there is some madness, but there is some logic.
It's actually logic.
Oh, Lord, we're all in trouble now.
Actually, it
Don't
really...
agree with her.
I have to agree with her because... I have to agree
Traitor.
No, I have to agree with her because Halloween, we could see a resurgence of Maleficent. So, I don't know.
Traitor.
All right, so that wraps that up. Let me close this out. And close this out. All right. Yeah. Okay. The things I wanted to do, I can't do because it didn't work out. Really kind of bums me.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Now, I think one of these... Nope, that's not the one. Is it this one? Nope, it's not the one. Is it this one?
What are you trying to do? I thought you had those in order.
I got it screwed up. I got to remember what I was doing. There was something I wanted to do, and it is... Yeah. Somewhere. There it is. This one. Ta-da! We're in Hollywood. That didn't work out the way I
Sweet,
wanted.
I've never been to Hollywood.
Oh, I know how to do it. I forgot how to do it. Okay. 17. Oh, I can't do this on the fly. All right. Anyway, let's go to the next section. We're entertainment. I really hope this would work, but it's not going to work, so I'm not going to do it. Let's see. All right. I am starting a game next week, or next time you make sure you're here, because you're going to be the
deciding factor.
Well, you two, it's a game. It's not a game if there's only one person.
Okay.
But I'm going to play. Do you remember? Let's see,
We're not doing Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader again?
No. This is better. I'm going to have some things on the show.
Oh, brother.
And I'm going to see if either of you know what they are. And they're not going to be things that are from today, things from the past that she probably won't know because of her age. But you better know.
Yeah, we're all in
who
trouble.
you're talking to?
Hey, wait a minute.
I really don't know how to answer that, so I'm going to let that go.
I don't know if I like either one of you now.
And you're stuck in the middle between us right now.
Unfortunately.
Best place you could be.
Yeah, I guess. Right. At least Buddy loves me, maybe.
He's sleeping.
Buddy, hey. Puppy dog. Come here, puppy. Come here. Are you my puppy?
All right, here we go.
Sleeping, mother.
Here we go. We're going to go to entertainment news. We had a situation with a 600-pound life person who was in trouble before. This is another one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're really getting into a situation where there are more and more of their well, this person's issue wasn't with their weight, though. Their issue is stupidity. No. Let me see here. Trying to figure out. Oh, that's right. Need this. That's why I can't do it. All right, here we go. Well, that didn't work. Oh, wait, here it did. Huh. All right, 600-pound life. Joe, divorce update. He had do you remember Joe?
Wasn't he a mean one?
No. I think he was the one that wanted to have a girl so bad, and he met this girl on the internet.
Yeah.
And they fell in love and wanted to, like, be together all the time, and they rushed the wedding. I think. I might be wrong about this, but and she, I think, I just think I might be wrong about this, but it says we got an update on my 600-pound life Joe divorce, and it seems that season 3, where are they now? The star's ready to start moving on with his life following Sarah's infidelity. So his wife cheated on him.
Wow.
That's sad. Just days after exclusive reveal, Joe Wexler offered some surprising details about what led his split from his wife Sarah, including why he's still bitter over Sarah's poor decisions and how Joe is managing to start over. You know, it's so strange to think of. It's funny. Look at it on that screen. She looks like a skull.
Yeah, I know.
I could move that light, and we could probably make you not a skull. But
why not? It's Halloween.
It's Halloween, so I'm not going to.
I told you, I did this on purpose. This is my Halloween
outfit.
Okay. Well, I'm Count Trashula, so.
Here's something.
All right. Anyway, so I feel really bad for the guy because, you know, when we met him, when we saw him on the show, he was immobile, basically. And he tried really hard to lose weight, and he fell in love with this girl over the internet. They Skype back and forth all the time, and you really you wanted to see this guy win, you know. And he went to see her, and when he went to see her, he was walking and he turned his ankle, so he fell and he couldn't get back up, and he had this horrible situation where I just didn't see this girl staying, and they got together and they got married. You thought, well, right, this guy's going to finally win in life. Nope, not going to win in life because she cheated. And you look at him, and he looks like just a regular guy now. I mean, he looks, the picture of him, he looks, you know, he doesn't look like was a 600-pound man.
No.
And I mean, that's from the wedding, so this is, you know, post-wedding. I just feel bad for the guy, and I'm glad that he is moving on because rather than fighting it and staying together. But what do you do? I mean, it says here, read the full post. I guess I should read the full post. Here it is. Sarcasm. She stepped outside our marriage vows.
Oops.
Well, you know, the thing is, looking at those two, looking at the picture that's those two, it's kind of funny because he looks like he married a chubby chaser. Because he looks like a normal guy, and she looks chubby. She was chubby, and she was cute in my eyes, but, I mean, a lot of times women need validation that they're what they are, so that, I should say people. I'm sorry. People need validation, so they go outside their marriage to find that validation, and it destroys their marriage. And it's such a shame because I liked him. I thought that, I'd like to see good things go for him, but I feel bad for him. Oh, look at this. Here's a wedding day video. I don't even want to see it.
Okay, then
I feel bad for
if
him.
you're saying they need validation so they go outside their marriage, then why is it the person that doesn't go outside the marriage, they think of it as, that they failed, that they're not worth anything?
Because they feel that way. I would feel that way. And I got to say that when it happened to me...
Yeah?
I felt that way. I felt when it happened to me, I definitely felt that way. And it happened to me with the same girl twice. It happened in the 90s and it happened in 2000. So, the reality is that certain people just can't settle down. And,
Or they'll find every excuse to blame you, so you feel even more like crap.
Sure.
So.
Well, you've had that happen to you. You've been in that situation too.
Quite a few
You
times.
probably were too. Everybody seems to be, this is the Cheaters Club or the Cheater Honors Club.
We got jackets for that.
Yeah, well, I got a patch. I just feel bad for him because he seemed like such a genuine person. And he really tried to be... He is now what he wanted to be. He wanted to be less than 600 pounds. He's now probably about 3 bills by the looks of that picture. Maybe 250-ish. And it's just really sad because, he did what he had to do, and this is what it got him. So, just really sad. Hi, Amy.
She left.
Oh, bye,
But she
Amy.
said she'll listen later.
Fine. Be that way.
Well, she's watching Game 6 with Mr. Al.
Who would want to watch freaking baseball?
Amy Sue.
Stay down there. You're in a baseball area. All right, so that's that. There was a situation where this guy had an outfit for a Halloween situation, fully functioning Iron Man suit.
Ooh.
So it says Halloween is almost here, and some people are already dusting off their costumes for the big day. One of the things that took it to another level is a realistic suit of Iron Man armor at a convention. These guys that go to these conventions go above and beyond the Call of Duty. They go crazy over this cosplay stuff. And I've seen some, like I had a friend on Facebook who was into Wonder Woman. And she didn't have the Wonder Woman body, but she had the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, more power to you. If you've got the confidence to wear something like that, and I'm talking Yes. More power to you. I could not see me wearing shirtless anything, and that I don't care. Just as my self-esteem is not nearly good enough to wear something like that. So I would never be able to be Conan. I could be Conan O'Brien, but I know I couldn't be Conan with the sword,
Maybe in his dreams.
I couldn't be Conan O'Brien?
No, Conan with a sword.
I said I couldn't be.
In your dreams you could.
No, I don't dream that well. So, anyway, what's that?
I'm looking.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the ruler of the world.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Oh, that's Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The icons of wrestling.
Wow, we had a lot of guys like that on the show.
Yeah, we've had him.
Wait a minute, let's bring that up. Let me bring that up on the screen. I'd like to see that.
Sorry, we switched gears.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is kind of cool because we used to do all these conventions.
I miss doing those, actually.
We've
had him.
Oh, I don't need to do this. I need to do... Hold on. Let me see if I got it. I think I... Where did I put your... Oh, it's because I don't have...
And I don't know...
You're a cat.
Thanks. Let me send this to you. Actually.
Wait. Oh, I'm just... Oh, okay. Fine.
Okay.
You can do it. You can go ahead.
Nope.
I got to figure out how to do it.
I stopped it.
I can do it this way. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of cool because we have had so many of those people. We've had
him.
Well, not him. Just say it. We've had Tito Santana.
We've had Ron Simmons.
We've had Sid Vicious.
We've had Lanny.
Lanny, yeah, believe in Lanny.
We've had Greg the Hammer.
Oh yeah, and next door we've had him.
Yeah.
We didn't have. We have not had him. We have not.
But we've worked a show with Jake the Snake.
That's not Jake the Snake.
Sure looks like it.
Nope. Know who it is?
Okay.
You know who it is?
No.
Magnum TA.
Oh, okay. Well, from a distance, it looks.
But we had him. He's Ivan Putski.
Okay.
We've had. I want to get him. I want to get Stan Hansen. I've never had him. Tito. You said Tito.
Yeah.
Didn't you? We said Animal.
Yeah.
I think we've had him too.
He looks familiar.
I'm trying to think who it is.
I've been out of wrestling so long that I forget.
Well, those are old people. So.
Well, like I remember, I could pick him off.
Him? We've had him. That's Chris Ford, who is.
Okay.
Chris Ford was. Shoot, I can't think of his name, his wrestling name. Yeah, we've had the majority of those. That'd be fun to get those guys. I'll have to work on that. When's that? 23rd?
Yep.
All right, maybe I'll work on getting one of those guys. Oh, Feinstein. I know I could get him. If Feinstein could get it, get me somebody. Yeah, that's cool. Notice how I got her screen up there. That's kind of cool. I'm glad I can do that.
That's why I had to shut the other one because I always keep one up with the feed on it, and then I have the other one to search and do whatever.
Well, there's a way I can do this, put our pictures, but it doesn't work right, see?
See, because like right there, I have two of them up.
Oh. Yeah, I think we haven't done anything with conventions for a while because I haven't been doing wrestling stuff. But I don't mind doing conventions because that's kind of a... Because I'm seriously considering going to the Cauliflower Alley Club.
Cool. Don't worry. I'll take care of Buddy.
That's the biggest problem is making sure he's okay.
I'll take care of him.
He has withdrawals of me and could be a problem.
We'll be all right, won't we, Buddy?
So, all right, that's good. So now we can switch back to the stories, unless you have something. There was one story you did have, though, that I wanted to talk about.
Who, me?
Yeah, you sent me one on Cena.
Oh, okay.
I would like to see that one.
Let me...
Because that was a good story.
Okay.
Let me pull that up. This was awesome. You want to talk about that?
Sure.
I think there's a movie he's coming out that he has coming out
next week.
Next week, yes. And
this one he is...
And that's why he did this.
Yes.
But it's interesting. We talk about guys that give stuff, like Jericho.
Right.
Gives away money like crazy to people that are in need of it. This is another awesome thing, and it shows that John Cena is a person yet.
Right. Well, the movie that's coming out next week that he's in called Playing with Fire, it's definitely one I want to see.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm surprised.
Hey, it's got firemen, baby. Woo-hoo!
It's fire trucks.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
She said fire trucks.
Shut up! You're not helping the matters any.
Hey, we're just giggling. Or Googling. Depends what you're talking about.
I can stop it. I can stop it. I can stop it.
No, you can't.
Anyway, John Cena pledged $500,000 to help to help support the first responders that are out in California fighting the wildfires for, medical necessities, water, whatever. Anything to support them in what they're doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, $500,000.
$500,000.
That tells you he's making a lot of money somewhere. That's pretty good. So,
and he said, because he was in this article, he's quoted as saying, "Today I asked myself, what can I do? I've come up with an answer. I want Paramount to do me one favor. I want them to pick a charity that aids our first responders as soon as possible."
I wonder how much he's making on that movie.
Well, he's John Cena, so...
Yeah, but the thing is, John Cena's never had a good movie yet. Like, The Rock can demand a pretty good pay. John Cena can't do that yet. He's working there. He's getting there, but he still has not had a blockbuster yet. Everything he's had has been an okay movie. This movie could be his blockbuster. It could be his breakthrough.
It could be, and I think...
And, like, he was in a lot of good movies, but he's yet to really punch through. Like, The Rock punched through, but he worked hard. Rock took some really lousy roles to get there, but he had Scorpion King, and that helped him get to the next level.
Well, the charities that were chosen were the CA Fire Found and I think it's Los Angeles Fire Department Foundation.
Okay.
So, not only in addition to this movie, the fact that he's donated $500,000.
Sure.
He's going to get a lot of recognition for this.
Well, he gets a lot of recognition for who he is, but,
yes.
He now is, he's getting up there. He can't really keep wrestling. And he's found his niche because he's getting role after role. I'll tell you, it's tough to get that next role. I've been trying to get that next role, and I have yet to be able to land the next one. But, I'll land one.
Donate $500,000 to a charity and he'll get it.
Maybe I could do 500,000 yen. I don't think I could do
500,000 of them copper things.
I don't have that many of those. What copper things?
Those copper things that people save. That if it's heads up, you pick it up.
Oh, I need to get a couple of thousand of those. I don't have any. I get rid of them as quick as I get them. Anyway, so that's that. And do you have anything you want to do? I can give you the
screen.
Spotlight. Where is it?
That wasn't one I was going to use, but okay.
Well, we can do whatever.
No, it's okay.
We got you up. We can do you now.
No. That just sounds so wrong.
Hey, I know you want it. You can do it.
No.
You don't want to do it? All right, fine.
Not on camera. Gee whiz, Mike. Come on.
No, I thought you were an exhibitionist.
Who told you that?
I know.
Yeah, right.
Now, where's yours?
Look, now you've got her blushing. Thanks a lot.
Oh, I think this is hers. Oh, this is hers. All right, you have one? You want to stop crying first?
Maybe.
Zombies can't cry.
That one can. Hey, she might be dancing like Madonna.
Uh-huh.
Which, by the way, we got the DVD.
By the way, I can edit that if you want your mother not to see certain things.
Hey, my mother wants to see it.
I'm
so.
taking it up with me.
Oh, Lord. Just make sure she's got her will made out before she sees it.
Right. So, all right, my story.
All right, let me get you up here. That is this one. So then we do this.
Next roll. I've been trying to get that
right?
next roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and
I
I
have to
have
make sure
yet
that
to be
was
able to
screen.
land the next one. But, I'll land
We'll
one.
donate $500,000 to a charity and he'll get it.
Maybe I could do 500,000 yen.
You mean going door to door asking for candy?
500,000 of them copper
Because I don't
things.
think if you're...
I don't have that many of those.
I don't think that it's
Copper
too...
there's copper
There
things
is
that
an
people
age
save.
where you can't
That
get
if it's
dressed up
heads
for
up, you
Halloween.
pick it up.
That's the answer that I have.
I need
But
to get
going
a couple thousand of those. I
without
don't
kids...
have any. I get rid of them as quick as I get them. Anyway, so that's that.
But are you going with a kid?
Do you have anything
No.
you want to do? I can give you the
14.
Give you the screen.
Spotlight. Where is it?
That wasn't one I was going to use, but
Okay.
okay.
Well, we can do whatever.
No, it's okay.
We got you up. We
I
can
know.
do you now.
No.
Well, some cities not
That
only
just sounds so wrong.
Hey, I know you want it.
over the
You can do it.
limit to jail for dressing.
No.
That's stupid.
All right.
I think that that's going to an extreme. I think that when it comes down to it, it
Who
really.
told you that?
I don't think there should be an age per se, because.
Now, where's yours?
Look, now you've got her blushing. Thanks a lot.
I think this is hers. Oh, this is hers. All right, you have one? You want to stop crying first?
Maybe?
Zombies can't cry.
Okay, now I'm going to throw another spin on this. Okay.
Hey, she might be dancing like Madonna.
What would you do? Now, you know we
Which,
have
by the way,
some
we got
wrestling
the DVD.
friends who have an autistic son who is older than 13.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying
Hey,
to
my mother wants
I
to
mean,
see it.
would it be fair to send him to jail because he likes to go trick-or-treating?
Just make sure she's made out before she sees it.
And that's not right, because
All right, let me get
you've
you
got
up
those
here.
autistic
It is
children
this one.
that the only, they may only look forward to this, and they have the special blue bucket that if you see that and they don't say anything, you know, hey, this is an autistic
We'll
child.
donate $500,000 to a
So
charity, and
I
you
think
won't get
that they're
it.
taking this a little too far, but hey, it's a way to get your name in the
People
paper.
are asking for candy.
500,000 of them copper
Because I don't
things.
think if you're, I don't have that many of those. I don't think there's too.
You know, there's copper
There
things
is
that
an
people
age
say.
where you can't get
If it's
dressed
heads up, you
I
pick it
can
up.
see that,
That's
yes,
the answer that I
but
have. But going
let them
without
trick or
kids,
treat is keeping them off the drugs, isn't it?
Anyway, so that's that. But are you going with the kid? Do you have anything you want to do?
You know, you think of adults that get up and, dress up and whatever.
Spotlight.
Some of us like to impersonate others,
That wasn't what I
but,
was
still,
Okay,
it's,
well, we can
it's
do
the
it.
fun
We got you.
spirit.
We can do that.
Let it happen. Don't pull us down because
Hey, I
you
know
don't
you
like
want it.
Halloween. So what?
You can do it.
Let me give you this scenario.
No.
You don't want to do it?
She used a big word,
I
Mike.
think
We're in
that-
trouble.
I think that that's going to the extreme. I think that when it comes down to it, it
Who told
really.
you that?
I don't think there should be
The
an
older ones that
age.
are older.
Yeah, the older ones that are older.
I hate those older ones that are younger.
Now you've got her blushing. Thanks a lot.
I think this is
Their
hers.
parents trust
Oh, this is
them
hers.
to watch over their
All
little
right,
siblings.
you have one? You want to stop crying first?
They get caught.
Zombies can't
Okay,
cry.
now,
I'm
yeah, that's true because they can say.
I think the whole situation is people are taking it too
like
seriously.
Madonna.
What would you
I
do?
think that
Now,
if,
you
if someone
know
came to
we
my
have
house, if I was
Brandy,
participating in Halloween and he was
13.
Yeah, I mean, that's what
21 or
I'm trying
35.
Hey, my mother would
I mean, would it be fair
I'm not
to
taking
send
it that
him to
seriously. I
jail?
don't. It's not
Because
that
he
big of a
was
deal. In
just
fact, I think it's
make sure
funny.
she's-
So
Well,
unless they're
before she
threatening in
sees
some
it.
sort of way, there's
And
no
that's
reason
not
for
right,
jail or anything like
because
that.
Let me get
You've
you
got
up
those.
here. This one.
I mean,
That
I just
the only,
I
they
feel
may only look forward
that,
to
like
it.
what Ashley was saying, the older siblings taking their younger ones out.
Especially that. I mean, but
You
that,
know,
but,
hey, this
you know, even
We'll donate
it's just
500,000
ridiculous.
to a charity.
So
It's
to
stupidity.
have fun.
It's a place that if
It's a way to
they
get your name in the paper.
People are asking.
500,000 of them copper things.
personally, it's a satanic
Holiday.
situation, and any church-going people probably don't like the holiday anyway. And because it's,
Trick or treat is
satanic.
keeping them off the drugs, isn't it?
I think it's a kid's holiday, and
Let kids be
Looks like,
kids. You think of adults that
and
get
I
up
think that if you're
know,
a
dress
45-year-old
up
that
or
wants some
whatever.
candy and you're too
Some of
cheap
us
to
like
buy it
to
yourself,
impersonate others.
so be it. Go out and
But,
dress
you
like
know,
a
still,
fool.
it's
Get it. So I don't like to put an age on that.
don't pull us
I think
down.
there's certain, like you said, but there's certain kids that are 16 that
She used a big word.
think they're 14 or 12 or whatever it is, and if you're taking your younger sibling out,
I don't think there should be older ones.
Hey, I remember I was in 9th grade and I still wanted to go out and have
and as
fun.
Cameron said, she's 45 and she loves trick or treat, or she loves to
Yeah.
lick and.
Will you stop?
That's what she says. To lick.
Remember, she's got a head cold. She's allowed. She's sick. And she's got a house full of sick
Yeah,
kids, so it's okay.
I think the whole situation is taken too seriously. I think.
I mean, I love
we got to
seeing-
talk about that too.
I love seeing the kids with their costumes and some of their
I have that
ideas.
post.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm.
That post.
Hey, my mother would
On her?
be fair.
Okay, I'll find
That's
it.
right. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Just
So unless
well, however we get it up on the screen.
Hold on, I did it
She has it, or you have it, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, there's another thing that I wanted to talk about. I think is, who has it? Tell me.
I got it.
Okay, well, you got it up there. There we go. Talk about this.
It's a place that if they on there.
This is my friend Chris.
Personally, it's
That's an older picture, but yeah.
Yeah, he has a hopped up church one of those now. They put slick tires on, big fat tires on, and put traction control and all that stuff on that. So this is the guy we went to for the fundraiser 2 weeks ago, and I showed him my car pull out by itself. Couldn't get in the car, but anyway,
And you kidnapped him?
they're doing a fundraiser, GoFundMe, I guess it is. Yeah, GoFundMe, and that is awesome because they're trying to get him a van with accessibility, and they aren't cheap. And actually, I'm surprised they're that cheap. I'm assuming that's a used one.
Well, I know of a lady, I used to work with a lady that I would follow her postings on Facebook, and she had just gotten a new handicap accessible van that, had the ramp and everything, so she had ended up passing away, and I found out her husband just passed away on Sunday.
She's allowed. She's sick.
I don't know what they're going to do with that van, but I'd like to know if that's something that they could use.
Sure.
We
got to talk about that. You can ask her right now because she's in the chat room.
No, I'm saying the lady that I know that used to have one.
Well, I'm saying if you find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I would find out, I'd definitely let Chris's mom know.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome thing that they. I would like to see him get money out of this.
I did it.
GoFundMe, definitely. I don't have the link to. I need to. Oh, you sent it to me, then, right?
Yeah.
I probably do have a link then.
I mean, I see what they're doing now. She has to literally take the ramps out of the back of her van, put them down, get Chris loaded in the, in the seat, then put the chair in the van.
Was that the link?
This is my friend Chris.
You just sent me that link or
Yes.
something? Okay, good.
And it's hard because it's a lot of moving.
And they get bigger. They never get
Yes.
smaller. The kids always get. They for some reason have to get bigger. They can't seem to be happy being small.
And the ramp that she's using now is not light.
Okay.
And she has to unfold it and all this. Whereas they're hoping for a van that Chris can actually just drive right up in it himself in the chair, and strap in, and then he's good to go. I think, I see it as they're trying to make him more independent with his disabilities, but, helping them too. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I agree. Checking to see how they.
I mean, even if you can't donate money and you're listening, at least share it. I mean, Chris, I know we've talked about Chris, and he is just a remarkable young man.
He still wants to steal my truck.
He just wants to use Auto Navigate to go to, where was it, Area 51 or Japan or someplace like that. He wants to see if it'll work.
Yeah. But he's a good kid. And I really appreciate knowing him. And I would love to see him get.
If I would find out, I'd definitely.
She said, like in this GoFundMe, they would even modify the van they have, where it has the rear entry and stuff like that Chris could drive right up in there. But, those vans wear out too.
Tamara, if you make a video like that and send me the video, I'll play it on my show. I would be glad to do that.
I see what they're doing now. She has to literally take the ramps out of the back.
I think the world of the kid, and I would love to, do anything I can do to help. That's why I want to make sure when Trish showed me that, I wanted to talk about that.
I mean, we're doing everything we can do from this side. I know that Tamara and the whole family is very appreciative of anything we can do to help.
They never get smaller.
And they're definitely worth it. I mean, if you've met them, if you know who they are, because they're out of New Jersey, you'd understand.
Now is not light. and she has to unfold it and all this.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, especially when you were told you're 18. In a chair.
No, but now you
on?
see.
Strap in. And then he's good.
Are you squawking?
I think, yeah, I see it as they're trying to make him.
Okay, now we got to all check this out.
With his,
We all had our headphones.
but
I can't hear it, so.
You know, helping them too. I think it's cool.
What in the world?
Yeah, I mean, even if you can't donate,
Spooky edition. Ooh, it's you being a ghost or a whatever zombie.
talk to Chris.
I'm right here.
And he is.
That's what they all say.
Oh yeah. He just wants to use on a napkin to go to where was it? Area 51.
What are you?
Okay, somebody's system is feeding back.
Uh-oh.
And guess whose it is?
Mine.
I think it is hers.
Oh.
So the microphone must be on, and it's feeding everything we say back into the computer. So I just turned
Turn your
it off
speakers
already.
off on your computer.
Well, it's not the speaker; it's a microphone. There. Now we don't have that problem. Okay, because that's why it didn't happen up till now, because your microphone wasn't feeding through the system. And when it started feeding through the system, I was like, what in the world? What's going on? I started looking on the mixer to see where the sound was coming from, and that was it. So I think it's solved. So if you, I apologize for that error. I will have to fix that for next week. We'll just have to be careful this time. That was weird. Actually, you could turn the mixer down because this doesn't feed through the volume ports. It feeds through the network. So you can turn the volume down, just turn off the audio altogether. Turn the mixer up, and that'll eliminate the problem. Wow, that was weird.
And here I thought we were trying to make it sound like there was more people in here.
We were seeing how much Tamara could take before she would leave.
No, we love her too much for that.
We figured if we fed feedback through the system.
No, she should have told us. She shouldn't have told us.
I don't know. She said she was hearing all that extra stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
we were trying to make it sound like there was extra people in here.
It's because we have a crowd of people. Everybody was talking at once. So 3 of us is a crowd. Anyway, all right. What do we got next? Do we got anything else next with you guys?
As far as Chris? No.
It doesn't matter.
No, I was going to say that's what I have for Chris.
All right.
I mean, I did have one where there was a girl, a little kindergartner in California. She got a hot meal. She went to eat it, but they forced her to go to the end of the line and return the meal because she didn't have enough money on her lunch account to buy for, to buy her meal.
Yeah, they were going to just give her a peanut butter and jelly
Yeah.
to go to the end of the line.
That is
And she had to walk in front of all these other students. And her grandfather, I was reading the article, her grandfather just didn't appreciate this. I mean,
It's
to have
stupid.
this in front of
is
a 6-year-old.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This food thing is out of control because a lot of parents either forget to give them the money or whatever. It doesn't matter because it's
Right.
not the kid's fault. And the kids have to pay the price because of their parents being idiots or they can't afford it.
And they have other kids laughing at them. I know when I went to school, I didn't want anybody to know that I was on free lunches or whatever. But there were times that the teacher's like, okay, people with free lunches, get in line. And I'm like, it's embarrassing.
I think all school lunches should be free.
Yeah.
For the money we pay for taxes,
I agree with
they
you.
should just be free, and then you don't have to worry about it. Because how much do these, how much would it cost per person if the taxes were involved? $2.25.
Her meal was $2.25.
And that's just, back when I was a kid, it was under $1.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
still.
yes, there are people that struggle financially. They get the
So basically $10 a week.
yeah, $40 a month, roughly.
I pay that in taxes,
Yep.
and then some. Of course, I don't know how much I pay
I
in
mean,
taxes anymore.
if I was a school worker and I saw that a child didn't have money to eat, out of my pocket it would come.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Well, that's what you do for Ashley.
Uh-huh.
She's a teenager, right? You're a teenager, right?
18.
18 teenager.
Well, even when I just moved down here,
Yeah.
she was making sure that I had money.
I know. She's a good person, believe it or not. Anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
Christopher's school does free breakfast.
That's cool.
So.
That's the way it should be. Does Kylie's school do that?
I can't believe the language she leaves in our chat room.
That I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I thought she did.
I say things a lot worse than that.
Yes, if you've ever ridden with them.
So let me tell you this. As I in school got free lunches as well.
I did.
But I had to pay for like an extra, like my high school sold soft pretzels or something like that. Or they had like a dessert line after everybody's gotten their stuff. You know, sometimes I think it was like 80 cents for a pretzel. I paid the 80 to get a pretzel or whatever. But other people that knew I got free lunches didn't feel that it was right that I got free lunches, but also got that pretzel.
It's people just need to mind their own business.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but it's like this. I mean, how do they know that I haven't been saving my money if my parents...
How do they know you're on free lunch?
Kids talk.
It shouldn't... It's none of their business.
But think about it. I mean, if a lot of parents will reward their child for doing chores with $1 or $2 or whatever, you know, in your case, you could have used your chore money to buy those pretzels.
Absolutely.
Whose business is it where you got that money? I mean, gee whiz. Let's just...
Cheese whiz.
Yeah, cheese whiz, exactly.
Cheese whiz. Don't want to swear on the show because we might offend Tamara. Anyway. All right.
I'm good.
Okay. Got to switch this back to me now. Let's see.
Finally, we got him away from the camera and got it on us for a little bit.
Oh, I got it.
Woohoo! Well, you're hiding behind a
Yeah, but she's up in the air now. Doggone it. How'd that happen?
Perfect, yes! No.
Shoot. Got to figure out why. Oh, that's not the right one either. Rats. Now I got to figure out which is which.
Hey, just call me Wilson.
Display 2. What? Oh, that's display 2. So I need display 29. 29. There we go. We're back to the fat kid. I can say that because I'm fat. So don't use that. It's not the N word, but I can say that because I'm fat.
No.
That's right.
That's the N word that we can use.
All right. Next.
Wait a minute. How did you get Ashley floating? Really?
She's not floating anymore. She was. Just wait. Just wait.
Hi, Caroline.
I want a magic carpet ride.
You're right. I'll magic carpet ride you.
Sounds kinky.
You wish.
I do. Oh, now I screwed up my own screen. Darn it. Now. I can't stand this delay. I got to get rid of this delay. I will get rid of it for next week, but I can't do anything about it this week because the next computer should fix the problem. If anybody had any idea what I've gone through in the past couple of weeks, but specifically this week and last week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here you go. I got some news and new news stories.
Say that 5 times fast.
That 5 times fast.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
This is a funny one. Well, it wasn't so funny for everybody, but it's going to be funny for me. Guy loses his control of his car, and you wonder just, oh shoot, why do I get to open this? Okay. So a guy's driving along, This sounds like a priest, a cowboy, and an Indian run into a store, walk into a store, but that's not true. Driver loses control and smashes into a store. But the thing funny about it is, guess what kind of store?
Knowing you, it's probably a porn store.
No.
Oh.
Apparently you don't know me. Pearl Vision.
Oh, jeez. Well, usually anything you say like that is usually some kind of X-rated thing.
No, it is not. You don't know what you're talking about.
Not always.
So there you go.
I've been around you too long.
Driver loses control, smashes into a store, and then you look at the store, and it is Pearl Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you didn't pass his store. Now, the thing that's funny is he flew into that store, because you can't see it unless I bring it up here a little bit closer. I'm going to bring it up to the... he came in through the front door, all right. He came in from the...
He went through the drive-thru that wasn't there.
It is now. So they could have a drive-thru now. Just kind of funny. All right. Next. Google Maps just introduced a new thing on their things that the police won't like.
Cool.
Do you know what it is?
Radar.
No, close.
Oh.
You're really close. With Google Maps, it'll now tell you where all the speed cameras are.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of something that I think is interesting. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but on my update of my car, when there's maps, they have red things around. Okay, those red things tell you when it's busy traffic. So,
yes.
But I saw where the red things, if you're doing a trip, like from here to Virginia, if there's a red thing, really heavy red thing, it will automatically reroute you around it.
Yes.
I didn't know it would automatically do that.
Mm-hmm.
How did you know that?
Uber.
My car is not Uber.
I know, but mine did.
I didn't know that it would do that. I think that's awesome that it does that.
Yeah, when I was driving for Lyft and Uber, it would do that. You know, I could look at it, and it would route me right around. Or if I wanted to sit through traffic.
Yeah. Well, it says on long drives, I often find myself running into real-time mapping programs on my phone, Google Maps, Waze. The reason Google Maps seems better is faster loading program that shows alternative routes on long trips. But Waze is actually owned by Google, has one feature that I greatly appreciate. It allows drivers to warn locations of road hazards and speed traps. That's worth the price.
Exactly.
I don't know how it looks to know that. I mean, I need to know what to look for on the speed traps and stuff. But so.
Well, I think that's what your self-driving is for. You set it so that you don't get caught, and then that way you can't get in trouble.
Yeah, you can't use that for an excuse.
No, I'm trying to help you. You and that lead foot of yours.
Hey, I did 11 hours last week on the road.
I know.
And I kept my speed where it should be.
Good.
I don't need any.
I'm proud of you.
Well, I mean, I don't have. It's not like I have a job to go to, so I can take my time. I just I didn't take my time, but I didn't really break any rules. And I've found that that's the way I do it nowadays.
Well, you've always said don't drive any faster than your budget can afford a ticket. And right now, your budget can't afford a ticket.
Yeah.
You have no income. You've been saying you're not working.
I know. So it says here the police has become aware that Waze Mobile currently permits the public to report DWI checkpoints. Accordingly, we demand that from Google, upon receipt of this letter, that they remove this function from the Waze application. I personally wouldn't mind removing that one because I think they should take the drunks off the road.
Yes.
So, personally, I think they should there should be a new thing that it'll flag your car if you're drunk.
Breathalyzer.
Well, I mean, on the app.
Yeah.
So that, oh, this guy's drunk, stay away from that. But that'd be nice. So I just, I totally
if
get
it kept all these other cars away from me, I'd definitely start swerving to keep them all away. Even though I wasn't drunk.
You seem to drive like that anyway.
I do not.
Anyway. All right. This is interesting. I think I already talked about this, though, just in case I didn't. Well, actually, this is a new article. This is Comcast is offering. This may be of interest to you. Now it won't let me.
Of course not.
Come on. I hate when it goes too far. Okay. Here's. If you use I hate when things pop up so I can't read. If you use Comcast as your internet service provider, you may want to check your internet speed. I know that they supposedly upgraded us from 400 to 600.
Okay.
I've had to reboot my modem a couple times, though, more times than usual, because I don't know if it's because they're doing things and they're throwing the modem off, but like I'm like constantly buffering, and then I'll just reboot the modem, and then it works like last night. But it says here, all these stupid things are popping up, and this is an ad, which I would rather close. Everybody's trying to keep me down.
We're trying. I mean, they're trying.
Anyway, there's another thing they're also offering. It appears that Comcast is trying to prepare its internet service for a growing number of competitors. Now, in the past, we didn't really have anything to compete. You were Comcast or nothing.
Right.
Then they came up with, Dish came out with their service, and
DirecTV.
and Fios came out.
Yep.
So now they're worried about things like recently fiber, 5G, fixed wireless, and soon new internet providers like Amazon and SpaceX are planning to provide internet service. Amazon, with their Prime, is already offering service, but they're looking to be a full-service internet provider. And that'll make a big difference, because if Amazon wants something, Amazon gets what they want, because they've got enough money to do it. But Comcast is owned by NBC, which is owned by Disney, which is, you know, all that stuff, or Universal, I think it is Universal.
Okay.
Not Disney. So they're pretty big. They've got deep pockets. But if they, you know, they're looking at, eventually, they're trying to eliminate those boxes. You know, you have to get your cable boxes. And they've already told me about Roku is a suitable alternative to their box that you have to rent.
Ooh.
Well, you do. But you don't have to rent Roku.
Okay.
And you'll get the same thing with that Roku box than with their box. And you don't have to pay a monthly fee for it. So they're looking for things like that so that they can drop the price of their service, which is a good thing. I would rather have my own equipment and not have to worry about their boxes. I don't want to pay money for their boxes. That's ridiculous. And so, you know, they have to worry about that. They also have to worry about if you don't use their Comcast internet or their Comcast channels, well, you could go to Sling, or you could go to YouTube, or you could go to all these different places, plus these possible new ones. Well, they got to do things to get you to stay. So they're offering something else. Says, but for now, Comcast has a few years to go before they have to worry about the 5G internet and Amazon's home service. But what they have to worry about now is people that are cutting the cord. Well, think about.
Yeah.
No, wait. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, they're going to something different and just telling Comcast to shove off.
Which is what I told you. You could do with the Dish.
Right.
With all these little boxes that people were making, the Roku boxes, the Android boxes, all these different devices that are out there now. I'm curious, what do you watch more regular TV or YouTube? This is a generation thing.
Uh-huh.
It depends.
No, overall. Overall. If you had to say, I don't watch TV, I watch YouTube, I watch internet. Internet, let's say internet includes YouTube. What would you say you watch more of regular TV
Right
or
now in my room, I don't have TV.
Yeah, but I'm saying in a perfect world. I'm curious about your age group because I do know the younger kids.
When I had TV, I would more watch TV than be on the internet.
Okay. Kids younger than you don't want TVs in their room. They watch on devices and they watch YouTube and stuff like that. And
well, right now, like
and
like I said,
Netflix.
I don't have TV in my room, so I'm watching Netflix. I did the free month of Hulu. I started that. There is some things that I do watch on.
But Hulu and Netflix are not considered regular TV, and that's what kids today watch more YouTube than regular broadcast TV. And to me, that's interesting because it shows that everything's changing.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's because they were brought up with the technology.
And I still watch more TV than Netflix or stuff like that. HBO and stuff like that. I still watch a lot of that stuff. However, generally, I don't watch it when it's live. I watch it out of the Comcast library. So I can watch it
without commercials.
Well, that amongst other things, I can do it at my own pace. And if I want to take a break, if I want to take a walk with the dog and come back where I started from,
True.
You know, you can quit.
That is very true.
But I found it interesting that kids today watch more YouTube than anything. And but anyway, that's why this is why Comcast is doing what they're doing, because people are cutting cords. They're not wanting to have the thousands of, like when I talked to them last year, I wanted to upgrade. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I wanted to upgrade my cable service to all you can. They had every channel you could get for $150 and the high-speed internet, the highest speed. And I didn't do that because I didn't want to have someone come here to install it, because I said I could install it. He said, no, we're going to charge you $50 for somebody to come out and install it. At that point, I was working. I didn't really have anybody here, and I didn't want to pay someone $50.
Right.
And now they're going to have a whole change of thing, because there are more people like me who don't want to pay $50, and they eventually ended up. Now you look like a
an empty chair.
No.
Oh, a camera up there.
What in the world? Oh, your camera reset. Okay, that's what it is.
It's my Halloween costume.
Wow, you got a lot of Halloween costumes here.
I do.
Quick change artist over
you
there.
go. All right. So anyway, there are a lot of people out there. Hey, Lorianne. There are a lot of people out there that are like this. That I didn't want thousands of channels. I don't watch thousands of channels. I watch maybe 10 different channels. And I said, I'm going to cancel and I'm going to go somewhere else. Then they all of a sudden found a way to give me the channels I wanted at the price I wanted, because they didn't want me to go to YouTube or I think I was looking at Sling at the time.
Yes.
And so kind of weird that's the way the situation is. But people are wanting a la carte. They want what they want. I don't want Oprah Channel. I don't want sports channels. I don't want all these channels that I'm not going to ever watch. They were like, but you get 4,563 channels. I said, well, I don't want 4,563 channels. I only want 10.
Right. Like when I first set up my service, like after I moved back into the place and everything.
Hi, Brenda.
They had me at so many channels
Yeah.
and stuff, and I'm like, but they weren't the channels
Right.
that I watched.
That's right.
So I had to call them back, and I'm like, I want these specific channels. Oh, well, we got to add this and this and this to it. Then they added in a home security system for me, and it's like, I don't need all that.
All you do is say, please cancel, I'm going to Sling. And they'll work with you real quick. They know and that's what they're looking at right now. They don't want to give up your dollars because you're going to, before you didn't have a choice. You had one cable service. That's it. Now you have DirecTV and now you have 3 choices around this area, and they're going to compete for each other. But the problem is, if you don't want any of those 3, you can go to Sling now, and you can go to Hulu or whatever it is that you want to go to. Not Hulu, but you can go to Sling or there's a handful of guys out there. But they now will work with you because they realize the threat is there, that you want what you want, and if they're not going to give it to you, somebody will.
Mm-hmm. Well, like right now, my bill, it's because I didn't have the money to pay for it. I am back a lot. So obviously they had to shut it off. So Mom is helping me budget, and we're going to pay them each a little
But it
bit,
sucks because of that. They set people up for failure by making them take more than they want to get the little thing that they want.
And I told them what my budget was because they asked me. They're like, well, what's your budget? I'm like, I can only probably do about this because of my other bills I have to pay. And
they still, we're going to shove this in here. You want this? We're going to.
I learned the trick is you call them up and say, I want to cancel. Why? What? You want to cancel? Why? Well, let me get you over to somebody. And I'm actually going through that with Sprint right now. I told Sprint, I just was talking to Sprint about this issue I had, and I casually mentioned, they said, well, we got this deal now with our, where we can give you a phone for free if you get another line. I said, well, I'm not going to keep your service. And they said, what? I said, I'm not going to keep your service. I'm probably going to change services. And they said, well, why? I said, because I'm paying $71 a month with you guys, and I can get it for $45 a month through Comcast. And they were like, no, wait, we might have a better offer. He kept me on the phone for 45 minutes on Friday, or Thursday. I'll have to call you back tomorrow because the person I need to talk to isn't here. I said, well, that's fine. How about Monday? He said, okay, I'll call you back Monday. So Monday, he kept me on the phone for an hour. And I said, look, I'm not really worried. He said, well, you're going to cancel your service. I said, I might cancel my service. It'll probably be before the end of the year. I didn't say right now because I'm busy. But if they're going to give it to me for $45 a month,
yeah.
Why would I pay $71? And he said, well, we'll do this and that and this and that. And I said, well, what's it come out to? He got it down to $61. I said, that's not the same. You're telling me you're going to get me down to $61 a month. Let me ask you, would you pay $61 a month or $45? That's the difference. If it was $45 or $50, okay, I might listen because I've been with you for so long. But you're saying, okay, you can get me $35 a month, but I'm only going to have a 2 gig a month on data. I said, I don't want that. I want my unlimited data. That's what they're offering me for $45. And we went back and forth and back and forth. There wasn't anything they could do to help me. And I told him, I said, I know that's what the situation is. I know you're not going to be able to help me. I just did this as a courtesy to you guys. He said, well, can you give us a call back when you go to change? I said, no. There's no point in me being on the phone another hour for you to tell me you can't do it.
Right.
If I'm going to change, I'm going to change. That's what it's going to be. And the thing is, usually they find some way to do it. And they kept saying, well, $45, that doesn't sound right. I said, well, go to their webpage. It's their everyday price.
Right. I have Straight Talk for my phone, and I pay $55 a month for unlimited text, data, calling, whatever.
That's why I have Comcast.
Yeah.
If I change to Comcast, $45 a month. Everything.
Well, they just added, like before, like when I first got this phone, I had a hotspot, and I could use it unlimited as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at one point it stopped working, and I called them, and I'm like, what's going on? Here they don't include hotspot with that. And I'm like, well, is there anything that I could? And they're like, no, we don't have any plans. You'd have to buy the little device and stuff like that. I'm like, well, I'm not. They just sent me a text the other day that they're including now
The hotspot.
10 gigs.
And you
10
know
gigabytes
why?
for hotspot.
Because everybody is
With the unlimited.
looking at what everybody else is doing,
Mhm.
and Xfinity is forcing everybody to get to get their phone service. And their phone service, the guy was trying to say, well, it's not a good service. I said, well, first off, Comcast uses Verizon's towers. Verizon has the best out there. It's better than Sprint. And he kept trying to say, well, I didn't say their customer service was. I said
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, if I'm going to get Comcast, it better be good. But the thing is, if I'm going to pay $30 less
Right.
for the same service or
You're
better,
gonna do it. Yeah, you're going to do it.
there's no reason for me to pay more for less.
Right,
Just
exactly.
I tried to explain that to the guy, and I eventually got him to admit it's a good deal and he can't do anything about it. I said, well, I gave you a shot.
But at least you gave them the shot.
That's
at least
right.
you called them. You had the courtesy to call them and at least give them a shot.
Well, I didn't on purpose. The only reason I called them is I was in Virginia, and my hotspot stopped working.
Oops.
And I didn't know if they took it from me or if I was in an obscure place. And it turned out I was in an obscure place, because once I got on the road, the hotspot started working again. I had to watch, what did I watch? Impractical Jokers on the way back. So
You had to watch it?
yes, it's the law. It's not just a
Should
good
I
idea.
say it?
Nope.
Okay.
You want to drop down it again on the daughter thing? Okay.
Remember, she did go to see Countdown with us.
Yeah, but, that counts as a point, and then each time she busts on a good show, she loses the point.
I have reason why. Don't get me wrong. I think the show is funny, and it is funny.
Don't make them pay for the sins of another. I think that they should block.
I am personally just not at that point.
They should block him from watching it. I think I'll talk to Sal, see if we can do anything about that.
We got connections. I mean, he's got connections.
I just think that you shouldn't punish Sal for the sins of another.
I'm just not personally.
Now what's on your face? What is wrong with you?
She changed costumes again.
Mama dropped down.
You just are trouble
I'm
today.
trying to keep you guys on your toes.
It's like every time I turn around, she changes her outfit. She changes
See?
to a blockhead.
I'm
She
being
was a blockhead this
consistent.
time.
I just do my Wilson outfit.
You're Wilson. That's it. Oh man. All right, what am I doing? Where were we? I started talking about this cord cutting thing. So they're doing a special deal for cord cutters. Let's see here. Oh yeah, like I said, the big thing they're doing is raising the the speed, so that if you're a cord cutter like me, you shouldn't run into buffering problems.
Okay, so I have a question. When we were talking just a couple minutes ago about cell phone services, I know of a couple people that they only have Wi-Fi only. How does that work? I mean, I know you have to have a Wi-Fi connection, but do they pay anything for that?
On their cell phone?
Yeah.
That's just a hotspot.
And I guess I'm confused because, I don't know that I could do that.
Well, back in the day, you couldn't do it. Back in the day when I was working, back when I used to work, I had I bought from Freedom Pop a hotspot, and it gave me free Wi-Fi, or not. It was free if you bought the lowest package, but that got eaten up really quick. You got Wi-Fi on a little device. She talked about having a hotspot.
Yeah.
And so whenever I needed a hotspot, I'd turn on the hotspot, and it wasn't a phone. It was just a hotspot. All it did was give me Wi-Fi. So wherever I was, I could have hotspot.
Yeah, I don't know that I would.
You don't really need it. You've got it on your phone.
Now at home, I have a little thing through Straight Talk that I can buy, like gigs of data for, and that will become, I can turn that on and it becomes a hotspot. I can take it with me. I can leave it at home.
I had one in my car with me for a long time that I used to use.
Well, I have my Sprint Drive in my car that's a hotspot.
Well, there you go. That's what it is.
But it only runs when my car runs.
Well, that's because you got a specific one. But you can, it's the same thing.
So if I would cancel my Sprint service...
Well, why don't you just use your phone?
Well, I do use my phone when I'm at work, if I have to.
But it's a lot cheaper to use your phone because you have unlimited, or there might be a 10 gig limit or whatever. And what do you pay for your hotspot?
Oh, I don't know. You're asking me questions I don't know.
If you ask me any particular bill that I have, how much do you pay, I could tell you off the top of my head what I pay.
But you're asking me a specific part of my bill, and I don't know.
Well, I can guarantee you, if you pay more than $70 a month for your phone,
I do.
The difference is the second thing. So,
I guess I'll have to
you
do this.
You shouldn't need a hotspot. I thought you got that for the car.
Well, I did.
You don't need it. It's a want.
I think, didn't you get it when you were driving like Lyft and Uber? Isn't that what you told me?
Yeah, I think it is.
On this? Well, I've used it for that, yes.
Right, but you said that you got it on your bill because you were driving Lyft and Uber and for the people that are
I was able to do that, yes. Yeah. I mean, that was part of it. But that's not the reason why I got the Sprint Drive. I got it more because they said that it'll tell me what's wrong with my car if something goes wrong.
Right.
Or if it gets stolen or something. So I'm thinking, okay, around here, I don't think my car's going to get stolen. But, shut up. But if I'm driving down the road and a light comes on my dashboard, I was hoping that my Sprint Drive would tell me what's wrong with my car, and it doesn't.
By the time, well, the thing is, even if it did, to pay that every month, by the time that would say your car broke down, and you found out that the light meant that you need to put oil in the car, or the light meant you needed a new starter, don't you think you could have just gone to a garage and used the money that you spent every month to pay for that?
Thanks, guys.
Or,
I'm just trying to be a help.
Like how you use it right now. If I am borrowing the car to go up to Center County, you keep an eye out on it. And if you have a question...
Oh,
yes. I do that because I need to make sure my car is okay.
But that doesn't make your car okay, because if she has an accident or doesn't have an accident, it doesn't help you one way or the other.
My friends constantly go, "Why are you here? What's going on?"
Oh,
here?
I know. Believe me, I hear it. I hear the whole thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, she just stopped at the grocery store. I can't believe it. Oh no, she just stopped. She stopped at a stop sign. I can't believe it. Oh,
hey, considering she runs through stop signs, yes, I do panic.
It just.
Well, her excuse to me, I'm like, I told her, I'm like, I feel like a little trapped, and she goes, well, I just want to make sure that you're not going to go see any of your friends.
Well.
And I get that.
That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. Anyway, let's move on. Why do I have this one with sound? What's a loop mean? I don't know why it's got looped. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Nobody else cares about this. They don't want to hear your issues. So we did that. A man found a week after a crash. Okay, so the guy had a crash in Kansas City, and he was found a week later.
Wow.
Has died. 37-year-old man who was missing for a week after wrecking his car into a ravine. There's first thing. If you ever have a question about it, don't drive your car into a ravine.
Right.
You may die. Just in case you're wondering. Police in Lee's Summit, Missouri, said that Ryan Linneman died Saturday at a hospital. He was found Wednesday in his vehicle at the bottom of a wooded ravine along Interstate 470 by a dirt bike rider. Fortunately, a dirt bike rider happened to be there, happened to find him. Took him a week to find him. Crash investigators determined Linneman's car ran off the Interstate 470 and went down a 50-foot incline. Could you imagine how far that is on a car? Oh, man.
No, thank you.
Yeah, they got a picture of the car. Let me see. Let me show the picture of the car. You get to see this car. Oh, I got to move it down so you can see the car. Where the ravine. Can't really see it that well, but that car was... well, I would say he's lucky to be alive, but I guess he's not alive.
Anymore.
He was lucky to be alive, but sadly, he is not alive. But, oh, what a way to go. Could you imagine? You're down there and you're dying of starvation and who knows what injuries. And
I think I saw that originally, that first.
There was also a shooting today, but I didn't get a chance to put it in.
Where?
I don't. I off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. Maybe I can. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm kind of bummed because I didn't do any show notes because I was working in the studio all day. So let's see. It was a shooting at a school, actually. Big surprise there, huh? I just don't even know anymore. You know, it's not even news anymore. It used to be news when there was a shooting, but now it just seems like every day. Let's see here: Google News, U.S. News.
Altoona?
Might have been. I know it wasn't too far. It was. I just thought it was sad.
I don't know. This is one I saw earlier. There was
I just sent it to you.
the Altoona police.
Well, use it. You got it.
No, she sent it to my phone.
I have it up on mine.
Okay, let me put you up here. Let's see. You are this one, right? That it? There we go. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the story. All right, let me switch this. Well, I could do this. Hold on here. There we go. All right. Yeah, it was. Oh man, I'm so fed up with these shootings. Like, we run into this more often than it should.
Hey, it's not Florida.
Yeah, that's true. I can't read the letters; are too small, so you have to read it.
It says the Altoona Police Department responded to another call of shots fired early Saturday morning at 4:54 a.m. on the 1800 block of 12th Street. This marks the second day in a row that they have responded to shots fired in the city. As we reported yesterday, they responded to 201 East Maple Avenue around 6:05 a.m. Friday morning. Today, officers found multiple gunshots were fired into the front door and siding of 1813 12th Street. They reported the home was occupied at the time, but no one was injured. They believe that at least 10 shots were fired. Multiple casings were found at the scene. Altoona police do not know if the two incidents are related, but the investigations are ongoing.
Unbelievable. That's just...
And I actually have a friend that lives right down from Altoona. He actually lives in Martinsburg. And he said he will not go into Altoona at all.
So weird. It's so weird to think about that that we have to worry about these kind of things. I just but it's every day. Every day, or I think last year, like every week, there was a shooting at a school, and you just never. You never really imagined that, but now it's like it's every day. We hear somebody doing something stupid. We keep reading these stories about these guys that want to do these mass shootings and stuff. It just is amazing to me. But they're out there, unfortunately.
There for a while, everything used to be.
Like, seriously.
Well, they want to be the next
superstar.
For lack of a better word, you're right. I mean, you can't really call a killer a superstar, but
hey, got their name in the paper.
They got their name in the paper, you know.
You know, they want attention, even if it is bad attention.
Ugh.
I can't understand that.
That's because you're probably semi-normal when it comes to being a human being, and you're not
Hello,
out
have
to
you
kill.
met her?
Well,
I've never been drunk in my life.
Well,
besides that,
we have video evidence.
That, I physically was not.
oh, here's the
drinking
one.
and
Here's the one that I wanted to read. So it isn't from Pennsylvania. I knew there was a.
Oh boy!
Stop! 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 I got to get it up there in the freaking. Guy was talking, wouldn't let me say anything. Stop! Shut up!
Here,
oh shoot!
puppy.
I think I just lost him.
Come here, puppy.
Oh, help! 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 Now I got to get this guy back up here. There it is. Shush. Okay, I got one here. That the one I was looking for is this one here. Let's see which one we got to do. This one here and this one here. Yep, there we go. All right. Then we'll just do this. All right. He looks official too. Here we go.
Opened fire at an college party in Texas. Shooting early yesterday killed 2 people and hurt 12 others. Vigil last night. One of the victims was interrupted by more gunfire. Dramatic cell phone video captured the chaos.
Just lost him again. That's because I'm trying to close these stupid windows.
College party in Texas.
Okay, here we go. 2 killed, 12 injured at a party.
And hurt 12 others. And a vigil last night. One of the victims was interrupted by more gunfire. Video captured the chaos inside the party. In Greenville, Texas, near the scene of the first shooting, Maria, have suspects been identified at this point?
I mean, 12 people injured, 2 killed at a party. I don't understand.
Where the first one happened,
and it's Texas. Well, of course, there's guns everywhere in Texas.
Party goers streamed out of the building that you see right behind me.
They streamed.
Hundreds of lives with just exits to choose from. There was another shooting in Texas last night. This time,
this is the article that I heard about because they had just had a problem like this before, and they just had another one now. So there are shootings just out. They're going crazy. These people are just.
I think it's ridiculous, honestly.
Me too. And sadly, that doesn't fix the problem. But I don't know what the answer is. The answer is not gun control because people like me who don't do anything illegal with my guns, we're the ones that lose because the people that do the bad things still have their guns, or still usually have illegal guns.
Right. And I know people used to try and blame it on like mental illnesses too. It's people are doing it because they have a mental illness. They get this thought in their head. I mean, it could be true, but not all mental illnesses are like that.
A lot of times when it's that situation, it is mental illness, but it's only a temporary mental illness. It's someone that, say that 600-pound life guy, his wife cheated on him, and he just lost his mind at that time. Now, that's not the case, but I'm saying that's what I think the majority of these things are. Somebody who feels like, but then again, we have all these guns, these killers at these schools that are stockpiling these guns or stealing them from our parents or whatever. They have to plan it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is that what would you think? There's too many weird situations like this.
They're getting ready to go hunting for turkey.
But the problem is they're human turkeys. And,
so?
Well, we're talking about.
You need target practice, don't you?
2 killed, 12 injured.
Target practice.
And Thanksgiving's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, I have 35 years to go. So
Thank goodness.
What happens? Okay, you're saying it's target practice, but what if it is somebody that you know?
I've been lucky that has not been the case.
Yeah, right? Knock on wood.
Like everybody, all the shootings, we've not had any school shootings in this area. But there are enough around the country to more than make up for it.
Now, you know, we have family members who are hunters.
Oh, absolutely.
And I understand that. And I wouldn't want them to go shooting anybody, okay?
Well, that's good.
Well, yeah, but they're safe about it. And I guess that's what really bothers me is, you know, we're teaching the younger ones, like Doodlebug's being taught how to do this the right way. And
Kylie is too.
But
Kylie does
these
by her
people all know the right way.
right,
in this
so when I hear
situation, but-
people saying they're just shooting for whatever, you know, it could be the drugs.
But it could be Columbine.
It could be.
Columbine was not about drugs. It was about socialization.
Yeah.
It was about they were not part of the social system. They felt that that they were never going to be part of the social system, and that's what most of these school shooters are. You rarely hear anything other than that. Although the one guy, not too long ago, went to the school and killed his ex-girlfriend. And a couple other people got hurt along the way, but he had an actual goal of his girlfriend. So, but most of them seem to be frustrated through the not being accepted in the social system. And that would mean, if that were the case, I would be one of those people. Because, I mean, I
Me
was
too.
never into
Yeah,
social
me too.
purpose, you know, but we're the sane portion that never did that so far.
Well, like I said before, some people just want attention, even if it is negative attention.
But most of them have died. The Columbine kids died.
Right.
And they go in with the attitude that they're going to die. They know they're going to. I mean, the guy that blew up the theater, the Joker guy, the whatever, a long time ago, the guy that did during the one Batman movie went in with an AK. He thought he was going to die. Guess what? He didn't die. And guess what? He's on death row.
Right.
You know, we never know when we're going to die, but you know, you plan your. He planned his death in hopes that would happen. But there's too many people out there that. That's why I'm in my corner. I don't bug anybody. I don't get loud with my music. I don't get loud with anybody. I just
Unless
come and
you're
go.
in the car.
And I'm not really that loud.
No, not like you used to be.
I really am not.
The road trips.
But I don't know. I don't know really any of my neighbors. I know Mrs. Kravitz and loudness over loud country music guy over there, and I don't know anybody else. The rest of the people on the road, I don't have a clue who they are. The one guy I knew was the guy that had the car carrier.
The rollback.
And he's gone. I don't know where he went. Guess he wanted to get rid
I
of
know
me.
with all these shootings that were going on around like our area and stuff like that, I wondered, are they going to come down here next? And I wondered
somewhere.
for Kylie and all these other kids and stuff like especially the school shootings that kept getting closer and closer and closer.
At some point, we're all going to run into this. I don't know when it'll be. We're lucky that none of the people that we know have been involved in any of these situations.
It could be 9/11
but
on a much smaller scale.
We've been close because we know some of the people in Florida who I'm sure that our friend in Florida knows some of the people that were shot.
Speaking of who,
I have no idea.
I get her tweets.
I have not heard anything from her in ages.
Danny Mae.
She used to love us.
Yes, she used to. What'd you do to make her mad?
I don't know. I do things that I don't know that make people mad because.
Danny Mae, we miss you.
So, all right, we'll move on. Time to move on. So at least I know that was not the article. I wasn't sure, but that one from Pennsylvania was what?
Altoona.
And it was a school or not?
No, it was just houses.
Okay, that's okay. I did see that one too, but that wasn't the one I was thinking of when I
started. Here is a really odd thing, and it makes you wonder about people. Most of these articles do. So a woman living in a van down by the river.
Down by the river?
That's not the article.
No, it was down by the bay.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. In a van with more than 300 pets. Do you want to guess what their pet?
I already know because I saw
know you
it.
did. Guess what their pet was? 300 of them.
I couldn't.
Well, I'm considering since there was 300 in a van, it was probably a pretty small thing.
It was a pretty small things.
I would go probably spiders.
No, bigger.
Bigger than spiders?
Bigger than spiders.
I can't because I saw it.
Yeah, she cheated.
My only but see, there's some.
4 legs.
Okay, so it has
a tail.
Okay, that scratches out
Snout.
that idea.
Black?
Not necessarily.
Well, okay.
Probably, but not necessarily.
The only other thing I would think of would maybe be like a lizard or something.
Nope.
No.
Not a reptile.
Not a reptile.
Rodent. I narrowed that down.
Yeah.
I'm guessing a mouse or a rat then.
Which one do you want to guess?
Probably. The way with my mother acting, I would have to go with a rat.
You win the prize, whatever it was.
Hey,
She
I
had
do that to
300
mouse too, except Mickey or Minnie.
All right. She lived in a van with more than 300 pet rats. Now they're getting home. See, these rats are black and white. Yeah, there's...
The only mice I like are Mickey and Minnie.
Let's see here.
And these.
How do I do...
When they work.
How do I do this? I think I can do this.
And they can be wireless. They don't have to have a tail all the time.
That's right. That's why I use trackballs. All right, here we go. And we'll go into this.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Snuck that in on me. I wasn't ready for that.
I almost thought that was Shannon.
We've learned a lot about
Why, is she a rat?
No, just the way she said hi. That's how Shannon says it.
I'm going to ask her to do me a favor.
Uh-oh. What, be a rat?
No.
Oh.
Here we go. Look at those rats. Aren't they yummy?
No.
In her van.
No.
Now, she's found new homes for them. That's the good thing. And
there are people that do have them as pets.
300?
Not that many, but...
Looks like the police took them from her.
Nope, I can't
They're
even...
even baby rats.
I even have trouble with guinea pigs. I think they're cute. I think they're adorable.
Oh, look at that! Look at that van! Look at
no.
All over, climbing all over the place.
Couldn't do it.
Look at that!
Okay, here's a boy.
I can't imagine.
No.
Look at that. I just can't imagine.
That is awful.
I mean, maybe if they were caged.
Uh-uh.
But
Don't ever... No, don't even... Don't... No. They are not coming into my house.
I didn't say that. No way. Maybe a hamster.
But the ASPCA or whatever must have taken them from her. Let's see what it says. It says, it started with 2 beloved rats, Jacob and Rachel. Down on her luck and homeless, the owner kept a pair in a cage.
My name is Emily Weber.
I don't care.
She's trying to be nice.
I want her to shut up while I'm talking. That's rude. Anyway, down on her luck, the owner kept a pair in a cage in her van. Friends say that things quickly went awry when breeding began. Soon rodents were nesting in the upholstery, chewing through electrical wires, and roaming outside. The car reeked of urine. By the time photos made the rounds and amongst the neighbors and on a community website next door, the van parked outside San Diego's Circle K convenience store was home to hundreds of rats and a woman who didn't know what to do. So, I mean, she didn't do it because she was rat woman. She did it because it just went out of control and she didn't know what to do. Help came for both rats and their human. Last week, the staff from the San Diego Humane Society showed up with crates to carry them to carry off 320 critters scrambling to get the job done before the vehicle was towed. A GoFundMe launched. Another concerned resident has raised $5,000 for the van's owner, identified online as only Carla. With the rats now, Carla is able to stay with family now. The fundraiser announced this week, and she has a new car, a well-traveled but functional SUV donated by another local. The outpouring of, so at least it's a good story. She didn't go to jail for something stupid, but you know, it's something that there's times when I thought that I was going to be living in a van. Well, I did live in a van for 3 years, so I do understand this. But yeah, just kind of weird to think about all that.
And you don't like hamsters?
No.
You notice I have no pets.
Yeah, you do. You have one pet.
Oh. Well, if anybody asks me what kind of animal I like, my answer is usually stuffed.
Close your ears, Buddy.
I love Buddy. I love Buddy. I love
She
Fred.
just said her truth.
But because they're here and they're not at my house.
Yeah, see, she doesn't love them that
You have
much.
to take me to South Florida. I want to stay in this hotel for my birthday.
So let me give you this. Tiffany had 2 hamsters, as a matter of fact. They stayed in the cage.
Yep.
The only time it really came out was when she was holding it, or it got put in a little exercise ball.
Yep.
You're not okay with that.
They stayed at her house. Dozer.
What if I wanted a hamster?
Get your own house.
When you own the house, you got all the power.
Dozer and Toby, I love them to death, but they're up there.
Why are you so against them?
Because I'm never home to take care of them.
But, okay, I get you. I get you with that. Hamsters don't need that much taking care
They
of.
stink.
But what if it's me that I want it?
Get your own home then.
Why can't I have it in the cage in my room?
Nope.
Why?
Nope. It's my house.
I understand it.
My house, my rules.
I understand.
It's the only thing I can say.
But if it's staying in the cage and
No.
you have nothing to do with it,
No.
why?
No.
Why?
I don't blame her, actually.
Who, her or me?
No, I don't blame you.
I mean,
if someone wanted to move into my house and they had a cat, nope.
I understand cats, but I'm talking about a caged hamster that stays in the cage.
no. I don't. I've always said I'm never home enough to take care of that.
Well, I understand
I
what
can't.
she's saying. She's saying you wouldn't have to take care of it.
And I understand that too, but I still don't want that type of an animal in my house. It's just, I can't.
I feel that there's an underlying reason, and I want to know why.
I just can't. What? Yeah, me. I am the underlying reason. I'm saying no.
She hates all animals.
I do not. Buddy, I love you, and you know
She
that.
likes animals that aren't hers,
Yes.
and she doesn't have to deal with them. See,
Hey, if you called me in the middle of the night and said Buddy was sick, I would be here.
I know, but you wouldn't have to deal with his everyday stuff.
I'm never home
And
enough to
lately,
take
I have
care
not
of
wanted
it.
to do it either. He keeps
I want
getting
to know
into
what
the
it is that
garbage.
you don't like about
I
it.
just don't.
Are you afraid that it's going to get out? And
Same thing with kids. That's why I never had kids. They get out, they walk around,
And they still come home.
and they mess around the house. They mess the house up. I mean, I mess my house up. That's okay. I pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I am there with you. I'm with you on that one.
but I freak her out a little bit more and
No.
tell her that I saw somewhere that a spider's only usually about 6 feet away from you at all times.
That wouldn't
in this
surprise
house,
me.
There is a big spider that has.
I thought you got rid of him.
Another one. I saw him yesterday when I was working on this thing, and I was so engrossed into what I was doing, I didn't throw him out. So I said, as long as you stay on your side, I stay on my side.
Yeah,
If
and
I
you
don't-
saw how well they listened the last time.
Hey, this one's good. He's not been out. Like, usually they'll hang around there, and when I see them do that, they cross the boundaries, and that's it. They're outside. So this one's about that big. You'll see him. I mean, I'm sure you'll see him. I'm sure in the middle of the show.
He's
we'll
around
hear
here
this,
somewhere.
We're going to be screaming. And I'll be like,
No,
all
you
right.
just see me throw everything off and take off.
Well, if you take off, take him with you.
No.
Just take him out. Your mother will let you keep him.
See, now, like up there, it looks like he's up there, but I know that's from that thing up there.
He's not.
With the legs pointing out.
He was well hidden. I just happened to see him because he was back in the corner here, and I was plugging things in. So, yeah. Anyway.
So
I keep getting off topic.
There is no topic. The topic now is space satellite. This is really bizarre. In Michigan, this guy had a space satellite crash land in his front yard.
Oh.
Now there is a science project. If he has kids, he's got it made this year. He can send it off to them. And it says here, if you stupid things stop covering up my article. It says here that this discovery was out of this world. A woman in rural Michigan was stunned Saturday when a Samsung satellite fell from the sky and landed in their front yard. Nancy Welke of Merrill heard a crash around 8:45 a.m. Figures it would do it that early.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the afternoon anytime. And found the space gear still humming and flashing, nestled in the leaves on her property. Unbelievable. Look what just fell out of the sky, and 911 is baffled, and it's caught up in our tree. Just funny. I mean, it wouldn't be funny if you're the person that it crashed by, but the four-legged object was outfitted with aluminum foil box, solar panels, and several Samsung plaques. See, I wouldn't have told anybody right away. I would have taken it out of the tree, scarfed whatever electronics I could, sold them on the black web. No. Anyway, inside the box, which read "Space Selfie," were two bags, two large cameras, and a Samsung cell phone. And you never know what's going to happen. And thank God there were no horses out.
Yeah.
I guess she has horses. I would hope she has horses.
puppy.
But that just is funny. You know, you never know what you might find in your yard.
That's true.
Let's see.
I have this one.
Hold on. I got to delete this so I don't.
Okay. Made you look twice.
No, it's not a big deal. I've been there. Not to.
That's South Florida.
They redesigned it. South Florida? I've not been to South Florida, but yeah, it's a good one. Let me bring you up here. Let's see. You are. Oh, that's why. Wrong one. I was wondering why I wasn't getting any traction out of it. Well, that's why I got to keep them separate, because you got to keep them separated.
Yeah, I've heard that song somewhere before.
Should be this one. No? Who's that?
It's probably hers.
Shouldn't be. Is that yours?
Which one?
This one here.
No. I don't think so. There. There, that orange one. There, the thing with the orange spot on
Yeah.
it. Those are mine.
This one's yours. Hit minimize, or the middle one, the next one, this one. This is what we got. Wait, no, that's not what we got.
Hold on until I figure out where they are now.
It's closed.
No, I should have just minimized it.
Bring it up again.
This is slowing down a lot.
You got this one. This one's that.
No, this is the live one, but I had another
I know,
one.
but it's still... Oh, there we are. You got a bunch of windows open, and it's grabbed the wrong ones. You need to close a couple so we can pick the right one. You need to close the other ones.
Not necessarily that one. If you keep them all in tabs, we can. But you got other ones open that are. You got to close them.
The one was for Chris.
It's still not showing that one. It's the other ones that are showing.
All right, so let me close this one. I think this was Chris.
Well, I'm showing one from Facebook, and I'm showing one for search engine.
Come on.
It should see it when you touch it, but it didn't. It should see the... Oh, she disappeared again. Oh, she's appeared again. She keeps disappearing and appearing. That's a good trick. All right.
And one's the live feed. Oh. And then this one. Let me get rid of that one.
Maybe I should turn this chair back and go.
No. There. It's just the live feed and this one.
That's not what I see. I see other ones.
Well, let me close the live feed. Now I'm only down to one.
Well, that's really odd. All right, let me reconnect you. Oh. I don't know why that is doing that.
Wait a minute, I lost that thing that you told me to keep up here.
Oh,
was it?
Well, that would be probably the yeah, that's the one. But I don't see it either.
Because I had it up here in the corner.
Well, that's probably why. Because I'm not getting an update. It's not updating itself.
Anyway,
Hard Rock has an aerial view of a guitar-shaped Hard Rock.
It's a guitar-shaped hotel, and it says it's 450 feet. It's part of Hard Rock's 1.5 billion expansion that includes a comedy theater, a lot of retail stores, and a pool. It says at night a beam of light will shoot into the sky and lights on the building will mimic the strings of the guitar. And then there's a private lagoon area designed to resemble overwater bungalows. It actually looks pretty cool. I think Mike should take me there for my birthday.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
I would shave off
Room for my best friends.
Zeros.
Ready, Mojo? Safety. Security.
Parkability.
Good gas mileage.
Whatever reason you have for wanting an SUV,
Headroom.
with 4 to choose from,
What in the world? Something was playing. Your thing came back up. Now we got 3 of them. Wait, now we're getting somewhere. There we go. All right, there it is.
Check
It's
out
playing.
That would be cool.
Okay, hit the thing or you can
put it back.
Turn the volume off. There we go. That is pretty neat looking.
Are those the broken windows?
What broken windows?
Like, I don't know if they're broken windows or what they are, but I saw there was brown, like cardboard or something.
Probably where the guitar knobs are.
Yeah, see right here?
Oh.
Down here?
It's pretty neat.
I think that would be cool. But they don't have the neck of the guitar. They just go up a little bit.
You can only go so high. Then you have to worry about people running into it with the airplanes.
Oh, that's true.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I just had never seen that, and I know how much you're into guitars.
I am into guitars. I've got a lot of guitars.
Mm-hmm.
This past week was a historic week for women.
It was Halloween.
Nope.
Oh.
Actually,
past week.
I'm talking about last week's show.
Oh.
That if the show hadn't gone off the air when it did, I'd be able to talk about it then. But we'll talk about it now because, it is another week.
Oh, you lost
You
your
know-
connection again. For here. Here.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
You're plugged in wired, though.
Mhm.
It's really strange. Well, we have to change connections anyway. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Okay, so I need to switch over to this one. And then I need to go up here. Shut up. There we go. What I'm talking about, though, would you shut up? Every time I talk, you talk. Oh, we should be okay. All right, stop. Okay. Yeah, it was historic. Let's see. Display 1 is what I want. I want to go to this one. Very cool thing for women.
So we got to vote.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Why is it locked up? Come on. Okay, what's going on here? There's something going on.
Yeah, it's getting close to the end of the show, so it's saying, you still want me to keep going?
All right, we'll figure out a way to make it work. Wow, it's not letting me... Oh, it's... Okay, that's why. Okay. Where do I want... I want... Trying to figure this out. The fact that I can't remember how to do this. Oh, yeah, here we go. That's what we got to do. The first all-woman...
Well, I don't know. Oh,
spacewalk.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
Yeah. I mean, it was a big deal back in the 60s when all men did it. Now it's a big deal now. In her first high school yearbook, NASA astronaut Jessica Meir wrote, "Go for a spacewalk" on the list of her plans for the future. Meir said Monday during a news conference from the International Space Station. Now she can check the box. Meir, alongside fellow astronaut Christina Koch, I guess it is, successfully conducted the first all-female spacewalk outside the space station on Friday.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we can still break some news out. So, all right, I guess we got to figure out what we want to do for a last story.
Well, don't forget, the clocks get turned back an hour this week.
You said it out loud because you couldn't remember.
I had to. Yeah, so.
That's how I do it too, but I didn't say it. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
November
that.
3rd. Somebody told me that the other day. I think it was my friend Ryan. He told me, and I'm like, nuh-uh.
Yep, it's always spring forward, fall back.
Well, let's do a Tesla story to end it. I don't know which one. Oh, remember you said about the Model Y? It was supposed to come out in 2020.
Is it out now?
It's gonna be out soon.
Oh, nice.
They saw this picture of the car, and they have. There it is. Kind of looks like my car, don't it?
A little bit wrong color.
Okay, well, the difference of this one and mine is this is going to be a lot smaller. And the reason this thing's going to be so hot is it's going to be an SUV, all electric, and it's going to be at a better price than mine, obviously. It says a lot of EV crossover competition coming down the pike, but don't expect established gas automakers to suddenly wrest the EV market from Tesla. Right now, Tesla is the EV to buy, as far as I'm concerned. They're the biggest network, and we've talked about this before. In short, the Tesla Model Y will dominate EV category because of its most recognized EV brand, certainly in the U.S. Now, I got to tell you that in other countries, EV is really big.
Oh, yeah.
They're really big. U.S. has not adopted it like some of the other countries, and when they do adopt it, it's going to be even better than it is now, and it's pretty good now. I made it down to Virginia and back. It was 11 hours, and it would have cost me, I can't even, let's see, I would say
With gas prices now,
Well,
a
I'm
lot.
saying it would take, if I took the Prius down, it would have taken me, let's see, 11 hours. I would have had to fill up probably, I'm going to say 4 times. 2 on the way down, 2 on the way back. And that would have been, what'd you pay last time you filled up the car?
15.
So roughly
But I wasn't down that low either.
But
I mean,
it's going to be at least $60.
Yeah.
It cost me about probably 15, maybe 20, maybe
Wow.
20. So it's a big deal. With over 500,000 generations for the Model 3, it's not a giant leap of faith that the Model Y, with a starting price of, how much do you think it'll be? Starting price.
and you said this is about the same as yours?
No.
Oh. I would probably say it's going to be about 120.
Do you remember what the Model X cost?
Yours? Yes.
No, I don't have a Model X. Or Model 3. Model 3.
Yeah, about 35,000.
About 35,000 for the low baseline model.
Right.
Okay, this is going to be online with that as an SUV.
About 40 grand?
You're right. It's
Wow.
starting at 39,000.
Wow.
So I'll tell you what. Other people's electric cars don't have an entry point of that. I know the Audi was like around 75,000. The Bolt was around 40.
Right.
And, this is, now when I say it's going to be cheaper, that's probably with a lower battery too. But their lower batteries, if I'm not mistaken, the Bolt was 239 miles for 40 grand.
Wow.
And this is going to be a lot sexier car. Think of another car that is out there on the market where it gets better every year. I have a car that I bought in 2018, or I bought in 2018, that through the year has gotten better, has gotten more features for nothing.
Yeah, because you've had, it'll be
a year.
Yeah.
It'll be a year in 3 weeks.
Mhm.
And it's gotten better features throughout the year.
That's true.
It works better now than when I bought it because the each free to add on to it. That's a pretty good thing.
Mm-hmm.
What other vehicle do you see doing that in today's market? You buy a
don't.
car and right off the lot it devalues. By the way, what happened to that Model 3?
Haven't heard anything yet.
Oh.
I know it was in the body shop, but I'll check tomorrow.
I mean, I can't really afford it. I'd love to buy it. If
Yeah.
they gave it to me at the right price, I'd buy it.
Well,
but it's really.
Let me check tomorrow, if not definitely
It
Thursday.
would be nice to have that because then I could sell my other gas cars, and I'd have 2 cars. I'd have a cheaper car,
Right.
Which gets more mileage, and I'd have a more expensive car that I enjoy driving. And depending what features it had, I'd be interested.
Right.
But it would have to have it'd have to be the right price, and I don't really see them selling it cheap because they sounded like they wanted to get retail price for it, which they're not going to get retail price for. When they said 60,000, that means that they
Well,
saw
that was
that's
his
what-
guess.
Yeah, that was really, really high for a car that was in an accident and has is used. If you want to buy a brand new one, it would be cheaper because you get your
Right.
$7,500 rebate and all that stuff. And people seem to think that a used car is worth the same as a new car. So anyway, all right. Any last thoughts?
Don't forget to turn your clocks back.
Darn, I was thinking I was going to forget.
But if they don't, then they'll be early.
Yeah, that would help.
Sorry, I need that extra hour of sleep.
All right. Good enough. All right. Well, I think we had a good show.
I think we did.
Considering the issues that I can't fix right now. But, all right, let's see. I need to pull. I can close this. No,
screw it up. Gotta open this. Is this the one? No. Where is it?
It's lower right corner.
Oh, it took it away from me. Okay. So it is this one. All right. Yeah, just bear with me. Actually, you can sign out now. Who came in?
Following program, scenes and language of frank and explicit nature. Your discretion is advised.
No, hold on. What?
Five.
All right, we'll talk to you guys next week. And I'm sorry, Julie, we're signing out. And whatever your squiggly name is, I can't read it.
Screen's too far away.
No, it's squiggly lines. I don't know. It's Arabic. It's Arabic, and I don't speak much Arabic. Actually, I don't speak any Arabic. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next week, and thank you for coming. Oh, that's right. I can't do it that way, can I? Damn.
Just say goodnight, Mike.
I don't have that up here.
Whoops.
No, I forgot something. All right, we'll have to sing Still the One. All right, you ready? Hold on. I got to cut the volume. That's what I forgot. I didn't even think of that. I went through everything else. Okay, we're gonna have a sing along. Here we go. I hate this. I hate not having my normal equipment. Hey, Nathaniel. All right. Sorry you came in when the show was ending. So, anyway, here we go. Oh, wrong button. Here we go. We're still the one. Still the one. Still the one. Still the one. Yeah, yeah, we're still the one. Yeah. We're still the one. See you guys next week. Bye.